Let's do this.
All right. Good morning. Another episode of HuddleTalk TV. We're here. Me, Mike. Sean's not here.
Sean's not here. Sean's been
Poor
banned.
guy, man.
He's banned at 7K.
Yeah, man.
Follow us on TikTok.
Banned at 7K. Yo, yeah, Khalid. So you know that we were banned at 7K followers?
Damn.
That's crazy. We were climbing.
Hate to see it, man. Hate to see it. But don't worry. You know, the comeback.
The comeback's real. We're just going to
comeback's
keep
real.
pumping out content.
Too spicy.
Yeah, man. So this is episode 2 of HuddleTalk
Officially.
TV.
Officially.
Unofficially episode number 6.
Yep.
But I think we finally just gathered enough information to be able to know what's safe for air and what's not.
Exactly.
Banned at 7K. We're just being smarter about it,
Yeah,
right?
just a whole lot of cuts, whole lot of
A
editing.
whole lot of cuts.
Yeah, so you're on those Ramadan vibes now.
Yeah,
huh?
man, fasting, you know.
Yeah, how's it going?
So far, so good, man, honestly. You know, like, used to it now, man. Been doing it for so long, right?
Wait. You just started like 2-3 days ago, right?
Right, yeah.
So you will be used to it. You're probably still
yeah,
your body's
you know,
still going through
a little bit of a change, yeah.
Yeah.
But like today, this morning, like I missed what we call it suhoor. So that's like the morning time when you wake up
It's
and
like
you're supposed to
3,
eat.
4 in the
Yeah.
morning or
Yeah,
something.
so it's like around like
3 in the morning,
5
dude?
5 a.m.
5
5
a.m.,
a.m. 5 a.m.
5
5 a.m. is like the cutoff.
Yeah.
So I overslept. So I don't usually do that. So I'm kind of
So you
going on no
Yeah.
water, no food right now.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Okay, so we'll make it a chill podcast.
Yeah,
No.
I know the feeling, man.
We'll get really
Yeah, shout out to everybody fasting.
Not,
Yeah.
not
this
too
year,
much shouting.
you know?
Kamar, you
So-
fasting?
Yeah. Fasting too. I
Yeah.
did the same thing yesterday. I didn't wake up in time.
Yeah,
And I set 2 alarms and slept through both of them.
Yeah.
bro, that snooze
Yeah.
button, man.
Yeah, I
What's
didn't
telling
even
you,
hit snooze.
It's tough when you wake up and you're in your bed and you're so comfortable, and then having to wake up to eat,
Yeah.
man.
Dude,
Once you're in a deep sleep, it's tough, but you know.
I agree. I don't understand though, like Ramadan aside, I don't understand why the human race has not figured out better ways to wake up.
Like, what do you mean?
Okay, so you hit the snooze button. So that's like one of the worst things, and I'm guilty of it. I'm not gonna say I don't do it.
Yeah.
But it's like literally one of the worst things you can do because you're basically like your body can go into another stage of sleep.
Right.
And you know those extra 20 minutes, 15 minutes, if you hit it like twice, you're not actually more rested. Like you're sleeping, but it's like the worst kind of sleep. And I feel like when I hit snooze, and the stupid thing about my iPhone is I think I have it like 8 minutes. There's like an 8-minute interval. So I hit it twice.
Oh, it's like 9 or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
It's so annoying.
What is
yeah.
that? What is
Yeah,
that?
I don't know.
So the interval, by the time I've hit it, like sometimes I'm not gonna lie, I'll hit it like 3 times because I'm always optimistic. I try and set my alarm earlier than
Yeah.
I set it at least 30 minutes earlier so that I
Right?
can get all those snoozes in.
right? But it's like those 30 minutes, you feel like junk. So the new, what I think is going to be sick with new wearable technology, like I have one of these Garmin things, but it doesn't have like to wake you up at a certain, you know, it tries to guess your sleeping cycle.
Does
Like,
it shock you?
no. So some of those Fitbits will actually like try and wake you up during like when it thinks you're in light sleep because your heart rate, you're moving around and all that.
Right.
But whenever, like, I have an alarm by my bed. I had one of those apps on my iPhone that basically it'll listen to you and record you, and it
Right.
tries to figure out when you're not. You know, if you start making noise in the morning, it's like okay, within half an hour interval of your alarm, it's like it'll wake you up. It'll set your alarm earlier.
Right.
I find when I use that, it wakes me up so much better.
Really?
Yeah, even if I
Really?
get up like 20 minutes earlier, it's like you shake it off so fast.
And the default setting on the iPhone alarm is just, man, it's horrible.
It is
The-
pretty
The
horrible.
alarm sucks.
It is pretty horrible.
I just never go out my way to change it, but
But why have humans not figured out a better way to wake up?
I think with
Yeah.
humans, it's all about routine. Yeah. It's like working
Yeah.
out.
It is.
Yeah.
It's
but
like working out,
It's
right?
true.
When you actually get into the routine of just
Waking
waking
up,
up right away,
yeah.
all of a sudden it becomes easier.
And
but
not
but
just
you
that-
can fall back into that
right.
Yeah.
pattern,
Right, yeah.
and then it just becomes so tough, and
Right.
you can't even remember how you had it so easy before.
Yeah.
Right. Even on weekends, like I find myself like waking up like at the time of work, you
Yeah.
know, like just
As we get
just
older,
automatically,
yeah.
you know.
Yeah, that starts.
I
to
think
happen.
there was a period like I can't remember the last time I slept into like 12. I think in like university days, like back when I was early 20s, maybe
Right,
I would
right,
sleep in until like
right,
12 or
right.
that's because I was going to bed at like 2 or 3, like
Mm.
watching movies. and playing
Yeah,
games or whatever.
Yeah.
exactly. Yeah. But even then, it's like I would wake up and I'll just be in bed until like 11.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
tossing, turning, chilling.
Dude, can you imagine though if you
catching up?
back in the day you wake up and you didn't like before cell phones,
Right.
you'd have such an easier time getting out of bed. Let's
No,
be
that's
honest.
true, man.
Yeah, it's
Because
definitely.
that just takes like another hour out of your day, like
That's
just
what-
staying in your bed and going on your phone.
especially because you have it right there.
Yeah.
Or people taking to the bathroom and then scrolling. In there
Yeah,
too.
instead of having a
Dude.
newspaper.
I can't tell you the last time I brushed my teeth.
30-minute
without looking at
shits.
my phone.
Honestly,
What was the last time you brushed your teeth without looking at
it's
your
kind of
phone?
productive though.
brush the teeth without
it?
looking at my phone? Oh, that's something I don't do. Like
You
I
brush your teeth looking at yourself or your phone?
Well, I don't even use my
looking,
phone while
looking
brushing
at
my teeth.
looking at
What?
myself. I don't
Yeah,
bring
I don't.
my phone
don't.
into the washroom unless I'm going to the washroom. Not
Is that-
not about brushing my teeth
Is
and
that because
stuff.
it's like a conspiracy thing?
No, it's just that multitasking is so difficult for me. You know, I gotta
What?
focus on.
Dude,
need to-
brushing your
use two
teeth, you
hands.
do it twice a day.
And,
You get
looking,
practice.
yeah,
You're
but
like-
looking at your phone too while you're doing it, that's weird, bro.
Is it weird? Okay,
To me-
so, I don't look at my phone, but like I'll play music or like put something on in the background.
sure,
There's always like a
music.
YouTube video going on in the
Music,
background,
sure,
like-
Oh,
music,
right.
yeah, of
You know what I
course.
mean?
No, man. I'd rather not.
Yeah.
You know,
Hmm.
be doing that while I'm
Sometimes
brushing
I
my
have to
teeth.
just like walk around though, right? Like I'll just be brushing my teeth. Like I have one of those electric toothbrushes, so I'll
Yeah.
just be there like moving it around.
Why are you flexing on us?
Yeah,
Jesus.
seriously,
Why-
bro.
Electric, eh?
Why are you flexing on
Yeah.
us,
Bro,
dude?
I'm just trying to get clean teeth, you know.
Rude
Really
boy.
white.
Yo,
Let me guess, your toothbrush plays music too?
yeah,
Uh,
Kids Bop. Yo, so you guys know the origin? By the way, we're on this of no cap. You're a capper.
No, what's
The origin. No, I always wondered where the.
I looked it up because I was like, I did. Do you see the video I sent you? The guy's like, "You're such a capper. You're such a capper on my Mima, on my Peepaw. You're a capper."
God,
No,
I'm like,
man.
okay, I officially need to look it up because we've been saying no cap for a while.
Yeah.
And like, obviously, we link like no cap. iPhone suggests like the hat. Right?
Yeah,
So you're like,
yeah,
okay.
yeah, yeah.
So no cap literally means like you have a real gold tooth. It's not a gold tooth cap, right? Because when somebody's out there trying to flex, originally they would just have gold caps on their teeth, like grills and stuff.
Right.
So it's like, okay, you're a liar. It's not.
It's not actual gold.
It's not an actual gold tooth.
Yeah, it's a cap.
It's a cap, right? So if you call somebody a capper, it's because you wear fake gold teeth. You're not.
Right.
You're not really flexing.
Right.
Wow.
Right.
The more you know.
The more
wow.
you know, right? So, but
Who
but
would have thought?
I know,
Yeah.
right?
That's crazy.
It makes
We're
total sense.
a bunch
Yeah.
of intellectuals here
No
now.
cap. And like here we are thinking it has to do with base, but we've been saying it for a while, right?
Man, we gotta do
Urban
an episode
dictionary?
on like, like lingo, breaking
The,
down
Oh,
lingo.
man.
origin.
The origin of
stories?
lingo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dude, I don't understand how Genius. It's almost like Genius, like the YouTube channel that just
Right.
reviews song lyrics.
Yeah,
like, they
yeah,
have the
yeah.
website obviously that breaks down all the lyrics too.
Right.
But it just makes me laugh that like nobody cares about like the regular songs, like the actual meanings behind it. People are like, okay, the guy says the same thing like 5 times. Like there's clearly no meaning. They're like, okay, I want to see how
Yeah.
they can bullshit something.
But then that's when they bring in the artists to actually.
I know, I
like,
love it.
Break down your own lyrics.
And
Yeah.
it's so funny when they're like singing because they're not singing it, they're like talking through it, and you see like their demeanor in their face.
Yeah.
They're like, "This is dumb. I
Yeah,
know
yeah.
it's dumb. There's no reason." but
Or
I'm-
when they talk about things that they don't have and they say, hey, to be honest, I really don't have that, but it sounded good.
yeah, I'm talking about So it's so funny though when they break it down.
Yeah.
20 bands, 100 bands. So this means that I had. This is talking about money. it's like how are you gonna work around that?
Yeah, man.
Yo,
Unless you're Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
There's no cap in his rap.
No.
No cap.
No cap.
That guy's
Yeah.
complete full gold tooth.
Yeah, and
For
straight
sure.
up, like when he explains some of his lyrics, you're like,
Right.
shit, like that was real deep, you know?
Right,
Like he
right.
goes like next level.
I
like,
mean,
2
I think
layers
it's
down.
because like in his like era, like more of the music was like actual things that they've been through.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
The struggle now is like kind of not as real.
yeah. No,
Struggle's
I'm not-
about a flex on IG.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Like losing followers, getting
Yeah.
shadow banned. All that.
Dude, for real.
Yeah, man.
I don't know though. Like I think the music in the 30s, we're talking about like the 2030s. Dude, I'll say this.
I thought you meant
100 times
1930s.
more. No. Dude.
It's gonna be horrible, man.
In the
honestly.
2030s, dude, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be so good.
You think so?
You
I
think
think
it
so.
improves again?
Okay, so first of all, it's gonna improve.
Yeah.
You're gonna have so many different like types of subgenres, and I'm so confident, dude. By the 30s, when everybody's realizing you can live off grid in your own communities, there's gonna be these musical cults that just start showing up. I'm saying this, I swear to God.
Aren't there already musical cults?
Kind
right
of
now?
like you have like the
Well,
YouTube house. that's
but
gonna
you're
make the
gonna.
music.
But
Yeah.
this is what I've been saying. I think we need to get this on air. Like you're gonna see Jake Paul get bored. He's gonna be like, okay, I'm done with boxing. This is not fun anymore. I
Right.
lost a couple. Like now, like it's getting real. Guy like that with all that money, you can make literally, and you could probably write it all off like a solar city. Just a completely eco-neutral, run off the sun. I'm gonna let the first 100 followers. We're gonna pick and choose people to live in this official, like the Akon Electric City.
Right.
You know, once that hits the news and that's real, because
Oh
they're
yeah,
still
the
working on that.
electricity. Yeah, I've heard about that.
One of these other YouTubers is gonna be like, "Hey, great, this is Mr. Beast. This is a tax write-off for sure. I'll just make an electric city. I'll let 100 people live here. We'll try and start this own community.
Right.
If everything's free and everything's off the grid, can you imagine? First of all, the GMO vegetables people are gonna be growing. You know, you're gonna grow these zucchinis that taste like watermelon or steak or whatever you want. And half the time, you're gonna live off the grid, and you're gonna be able to run a whole production off of like, this is like, we're running a podcast here out of. Like, we're not in a studio. We're not in a radio, you know, a radio studio. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, anybody can do these things now.
You're outside Mattamy Homes.
Or
right
outside
now.
Mattamy
Outside the
Homes.
Mattamy Homes, yeah.
Right.
But it's just amazing to know. I think there's going to be a lot of cults that just, if you have nothing to do, what are you going to do? You're going to do drugs, and you're
Yeah.
going to make music
Right.
or art.
Or produce videos. YouTube.
Or produce videos, and everybody
Yeah.
can do that, dude, with a MacBook or laptop or whatever.
Yeah. No, everybody's gonna be self-sufficient, honestly, man.
In the
Like,
next-
I think,
some
I think so,
point.
yeah.
People are just going to turn off from society.
Right.
Well, look at
Right.
kids nowadays. Like I have my nieces and nephews, and they're so proficient with a tablet,
Yeah.
iPhone, iPad, whatever technology
Right.
they're using, they can use it.
Yeah.
Right. It's true.
You know, and these kids are like 1, 2, 3 years old.
We're like boomers to
The
them,
iPad
man.
babies, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's true. It's true.
Yeah, man, they're
With
crazy.
their little fish, man.
I think boomers, honestly, there needs to be like a skill testing question or like a computer literacy test. Just not even being ageist, but I know we were talking about this the last time, but I think they take way more time to do what they need to do in a workday.
Oh,
Like
facts.
our generation, people think that we're lazy. No, we just get stuff done way faster. And
Right.
I double down on this all day long. We're so much quicker with the
I think
alt
it's a
tab.
better skill
You
to
get
have. though.
bored.
You know,
You
like
get bored almost.
yeah. You know, if you want to be able to get things done, you know, you should have a way that's, you know, way more efficient.
Yeah.
You know? And if you have to be lazy to do it, then
That's the best.
that's
way
the
to
best
do
way
it.
to do it, man.
Yeah.
Get it done. Cut the time. That's it.
It's coming to automation, man, with people learning more programming and stuff too growing up.
Right.
Like even myself, you know, I did like a programming course a couple months ago, and it's so easy.
This is not a resume, bro. This is this is
Yeah, you got a low key flex, no cap, right? Low cap.
I know.
First 5 minutes, you know, we bring you back to there's porn on the internet. What have you guys done with socks lately?
Nah, man, it's Ramadan. Can't talk about that stuff.
Yeah.
Only in the chat.
My
No.
bad.
No, but this guy's already flexed twice in like the first 10 minutes of podcast,
I
so we need to
know.
relax. I have an electric toothbrush. Oh, I took a coding course.
No, but
future employers
What have you guys
watching this.
done?
No, but it's true though. Like kids are learning programming and all these skills now.
Right.
Like when they're grown up and they're like, you know, in their like 20s, 30s, and they start working.
Yeah.
And companies are looking to automate stuff.
Yeah.
It's gonna be so much faster, so much easier. You write some script, write some code, and then boom, like your work is done for you.
Yeah, there's going to be so much less of a need for people, though. Because, like,
Yeah, it's happening.
even kind of with the way with
I mean, yeah, you see it self-checkouts, bro.
self-checkouts, but even on, like,
Okay.
a marketing side of thing. I remember in university and school, there's this glamorous idea behind doing marketing, right? And I remember one of the first times I went to, actually pretty cool, a dude who works with us as a consultant, Tom Gowdy. Super cool dude, but he ran Pirate Radio. It was like a whole media and advertising company that specialized in audio and radio. I remember going downtown to this guy's office, and it was crazy. These guys did sound effects and like the tracks and everything for a ton of TV shows and movies and advertisements, like big companies. And there's like, it's a whole organization, and it's crazy. Now, instead of this $1 million company, you can literally have one guy on Fiverr outsource this stuff with a laptop.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Man, it
And
saves so much time.
The more efficient we get, the
Dude.
worse it actually gets for
Every
the future.
For everybody, because there's less jobs.
There's
right?
less to do. There's
Bro,
less.
you
Yeah.
Yeah.
And even you guys ever see these YouTube videos? There's Daniel Schiffer. He's crazy. He went to Guelph. He big come up on YouTube. The guy does. He's really good videographer. He has a YouTube channel just talking about cameras and stuff like that, making videos. Super cool looking dude. But he makes these videos about how he does these like professional, like studio level advertisements with like a can. I'll bring one up. I gotta show you guys this. It's crazy. But you'll see the guy does it. Like, check out this ad. So hold on a sec. The guy does this advertisement. Pretty dope, right?
Oh,
And this is from his home.
Bro,
Hello
watch
everyone
this.
and welcome back to
The
the
dude
channel.
breaks
Today
it
we're gonna
down
be taking a
with
behind the
two
scenes
buddies.
Now,
and
there's
it's
two things in editing that really
like, don't.
make
I'm not
you
downplaying
want
it. This
well
requires a
lit
lot
and
of
want to
skill.
avoid shadows.
But
and
how much?
reflections.
If you saw that commercial, that looks pretty legit, right?
Right.
Dude in his house, presumably somewhere in Guelph, or wherever he is.
I'm currently
and
working
2
on a
buddies
video.
in their backyard.
It was basically the first.
You
the
know,
most
saving you
difficult
guys
shot
a
to
look.
get in the whole
yeah.
sequence.
That's how he gets some
It
of
was
these
extremely
shots, right?
challenging to nail the focus distance. When
And I'm not downplaying the skill. The guy's super talented.
Right.
But he also has other videos where he's like, okay, I have like 7 or 8 clips, and I gave them all to people on Fiverr and told them to make me a video, and I'll give like each person like $100, right? And maybe he'll spend 500 to get 5 videos. All 5 videos he gets are like insane quality, and this is like an income for people in a third world country. It's like a full-time income, dude. But he got 5 videos he gets to pick from. So imagine instead of dropping like 20 grand to one of these companies,
500 right there.
500, and you get the same result. Like no joke.
Outsourcing, man.
It,
Kind of freaky. And even, man, like at work too, like you look at the job of, I'm freaked out because I'm in the business of marketing and calls and sales and all that.
Right.
Dude, so I remember like 2 years ago, the Pixel started doing call screening. So Google will literally, you can say screen this call. It'll probably come to iPhone soon. But literally it'll say like, hey, the person can talk and say, hey, this is like a voice answering service from Google. And the person can talk and say, okay, well, I'm calling about roofing, whatever. It does text to speech right in front of you. And you can like tap little buttons and say, call me back or learn more. Like it actually gives you like pretty intuitive responses that are specific to that conversation, right? So that way you can screen people. So it's like, okay, I have listen, in sales, I'll tell you the easiest way to get somebody back on a voicemail is I have some important news for you. Give me a call back. Which is easy. You get a call back, like, what's the important news? You can't do that in the next 2 years, right? People don't pick up their phones. Listen, if I get a call, first of all,
And I don't have your number saved, I'm not answered.
that's what I'm saying. And first of all, if it's really that important, leave me a voicemail.
Right.
And I'm still
Yeah.
screening you a second time.
Right.
Not even
Right.
that. I
oh, send me a
even
text.
listen to my
Yeah,
voicemail.
send me a
Bro, no one listens to half the people don't even have a voicemail anymore. They don't pay for it, right?
I only listen to my voicemail just because I'm in sales. Like, I have to.
Yeah,
I have
sure,
to.
sure,
But anybody
sure.
else, it's like half the time, I'll be honest, when I get a message from somebody, half the time, I'm like, why didn't you just send me an email? It's like, why, now I got to
Yeah.
try and catch you when you're available. Like, literally.
Just play phone tag.
Yeah,
it's
that's
like a
that's
3-word
annoying.
answer.
Yeah.
Right? Which is, I don't know. Sales is going to be interesting, dude. Like, again, you look at iPhone and the Apple Store and all that, they don't have salespeople. Let's be honest. I don't know if they make commission there, but like,
I think they do though.
Yeah, they
Apple
got
actually,
it. Yeah,
how
they
hard
have-
are
I'm not
they selling
sure.
those
I'm
products?
not sure, actually.
You don't really have to sell.
I don't
We
know.
don't. Yeah.
Yeah.
so
Let's be honest. The product sells itself.
people know what they're there for.
and,
Yeah.
and how do they know that? They're watching a YouTube reviewer sell them on it.
Right.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah.
So like salespeople of the future, you're literally better start your YouTube career now, or you're not. Like,
Yeah.
Not gonna be
exactly. You're gonna
relevant.
be useless.
let's be honest too. Brokers
Right.
for housing markets.
Nobody's gonna have
Does
to.
that job need to exist?
You don't have to escort people to the property and
Smart
walk them
lock.
through, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
just do like a pre-recording of the whole, the whole property.
Yeah,
Upload it.
that's exactly it. Or
Do a virtual tour.
Yeah, or let people book through the same portal with like a smart lock or something, so you get a code for your visit, 5551, whatever. You
But
go through.
I think the pandemic has actually forced people to start doing that regardless, right? Because
Yeah.
like a lot of people weren't willing to meet up and see each other and look at properties together, right? So
Yeah.
like virtual tours were like obviously the main thing, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
but it's just crazy to me though. Like a third party like that you don't know who has the real information. Like they can bid up anything, man. You know what I mean? Like if they really decided to, they could say, "Oh, somebody put a 50K offer in. You got to go 50K higher." Like there's no transparency.
Yeah, there's nothing.
I hate that. I hate
There's been
that.
posts on Reddit about that.
Really?
Yeah.
So like people would actually like I guess the brokers would say that, hey, like
Yeah.
somebody
You got to go
pays up.
100K over asking.
Yeah.
There's been a few bids. You don't know how many bids.
How can you verify that?
You can't.
Your
and the
real estate
broker's making a
agent-
commission off
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
So how bullshit is that?
The person representing you
Yeah.
has an interest or a disinterest in you getting the best price.
Yeah.
Right? Because they're
Yeah.
getting commission on how much you pay.
Yeah,
So why wouldn't they want you to pay over,
exactly.
That's so
But that's okay.
It's just a snaky career, man.
That's what I'm saying.
I know.
And it's not even needed.
It's
Yeah.
okay. There's gonna be a way where people find out a loophole through that.
I know. I just think we need a good app, man. And even too, like you look at not to plug Well Simple or anything, but it's just amazing. People are getting so much more self-sufficient. Like I do my own taxes. I don't have complicated taxes though. Like I'm not.
Yeah, we don't need to be.
But like, listen, with Well Simple Tax or anything else, like okay, I did my taxes. I do my investing. I have my own account, but I also have like a robo-advisor from them that I put money into. But it's just like you go to a bank and somebody at the bank is making money off you too, and like how invested are they in?
Giving you the best price.
Yeah, especially too after they take their cut.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. It's like there's so many jobs that are just being swallowed in the middle market. That's crazy. Yo, breaking news. You like that?
Yeah.
You're cool.
Yeah.
Solo energy. Damn.
Hey, really, eh?
Your
I
feet.
gotta step it up.
Is that
You gotta
is
step
that
it
how
up,
it's,
bro?
is that how it's looking? I don't know. We should get to our topics of the day.
Yeah, let's do it right now.
First
Instagram,
topics of the
Instagram
day.
for kids. So this is something that was a little controversial. We saw this on Reddit. I saw a couple posts about it. So basically, for those who don't know, so
Right.
Facebook, Instagram, you're not allowed to use it if you're under 13 years old. So basically, 12 and under, you can't create an account.
Really?
But they're getting on anyways.
Yeah, so they're getting on
Obviously,
anyways.
who's giving it?
It's like Call of Duty. It's like Call of Duty. You
Yeah,
know how many
who's
kids are on
actually-
there?
yeah.
Are
Yeah.
you really 18?
Listen,
Yes.
come on.
Just click yes. You're
Yeah,
in.
exactly.
Yeah.
Easy. So Instagram for kids. So the idea is you're basically gonna have a platform that serves only kids only content. So there's some articles about this, and it seems like people are more sort of talking about speculation opposed to like the actual fact. I'm pretty divided because I think it's easy to say, oh, this is bad. Well, like you guys just said it yourselves, they're gonna find somewhere to spend their time, regardless of it being Instagram for kids. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
so there's, I think there's probably like two schools of thought. You can think of, okay, like kids should not have an Instagram because they shouldn't be exposed to, you know, the vanity of the
Right.
whole thing at such a young age. I think you can look at the dimension of who's on there, who's being a pedophile, who's actually pretending they're a kid. I think that's another dimension.
That's another problem.
But you
Yeah.
can't quality control any of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
How
they're
you
gonna be on something regardless if it's Instagram for kids or not.
They
So-
already can't handle their own platform. How the hell are they supposed to
Exactly.
handle Instagram for kids? It's going to be just as bad.
Yeah.
And
On
it's
top
going to
of
be
that-
all these. Yeah.
Do you want Facebook to be having your kids' information and be tracking?
Oh,
you
God,
on that
no.
Page?
God, no.
No,
It's just
My
Sweet
question,
gathering more information.
Yeah, you're gonna get ads for like Hasbro and Beyblade.
Well, that's the thing. They
and
said it
stuff.
would be ads free, right?
Yeah.
But they're still tracking you, and they're going to be pumping that
Yeah, of
content.
course.
So they can link your IP address, or they can link,
Mhm.
you know, okay, like this person's accessing from this location, but hey, we also have this other family member is accessing from this location. Let's pump them some
Yeah.
kids' toys or whatever. Let's, you know, track.
But I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. So there's really popular now is Discord. Have you guys heard of Discord?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Young kids love Discord.
Really?
And so they basically, it's like, you obviously for those who don't know, it's like you basically create your own communities. You create these, you know, it's like Reddit or Slack.
Yeah.
You know, different conversation rooms you can jump into with chat or text. People are doing this regardless. You know what I mean? So it's just like if you have Instagram for kids, I think what they're trying to do is they're just trying to find another place where kids, you know, they can occupy their time, right?
Playground?
But the reason I mentioned
Yeah,
the reason
seriously.
I mentioned Discord is because if I'm, you know, gamer boy 55, you don't know if I'm 12 or I'm, you know, 50.
Yeah. How would you know that?
yeah.
And so Instagram for kids, I think, like, I just wonder, I don't think you can quality control it because, like, let's be honest, if you had to be a certain age, like over a certain age, how do you verify it? You can get a photo of the guy's driver's license.
Mhm.
You know, for some trading apps, you need that to prove
Yeah.
where you
Exactly.
live.
Yeah.
Instagram for kids, okay, 12-year-olds have no, literally, they're like, they have no identity. They have no, what are you gonna do, health card? It does a conflict of interest, like, major flag.
Yeah.
Not
Or do you
just
have the parents sign up for the kid, but then again, that's the same thing.
But that's
The
what they're
parent
already
can just
doing,
be-
and that's why parents are running their kids' Instagram account, because it's like, mom, you know.
how many kids right now under 13? So let's say 12 to 7 or something like that. How many kids 12 to 7 of the percentage of the population
Yeah.
do you think are on Instagram at the moment have their own account? Percentage of the 12 to 7.
Probably maybe a quarter.
A quarter.
Maybe a
Okay.
quarter.
And then when Instagram for kids becomes a thing,
Yeah,
what percentage is that?
I don't know, because it's like it follows so many.
70, 65, something like that.
But is it going to be like a different app altogether?
But you're
Yeah,
throwing,
it's
yeah, it's a different. It's Instagram for kids,
Well,
but
YouTube
those kids can
is in a
still be on.
separate
Those
app.
kids can still be on the regular Instagram,
Yeah.
and they can also be on the Instagram for kids. You're throwing another millions of kids around North America
Yeah.
that are going to be susceptible to mental
Yeah.
health problems, depression, all this stuff. Bullying isn't
That's
going to
true.
stop just because the kids under 13.
Yeah.
They're going to bring the stuff from home onto the app.
Yeah.
Social media doesn't need to be here for people under 13. Like, they're going to find their ways onto the regular stuff, but let's not give them another avenue
That's true.
where the parents are like, yeah, let's
Well-
throw them.
Well,
Yeah.
even
These kids are doing this.
Yeah,
and,
what
you
do
know,
you-
My kid is not doing that. It's like.
Yeah.
I
Go
think
play a game. Go to the
Or they
park. What do you
bring
need
the
to be
content
on?
and the stuff they see from like
Yeah.
a regular Instagram or regular social media to
Right.
the kid ones, and then okay,
that's
well,
what
now
I
you're
think.
just polluting it.
I think that'll be the worst enemy of the platform is the parents that still create an Instagram for kids account for their kid and try and sensationalize their kid as the star.
Mm.
Yeah.
They
You're
use
going to have these young influencers, and the same way we're kind of looking at TikTok. It's a new platform. It's easier to get views. it's worth jumping on this. And I think there's better content. I think TikTok has a long way to go, but it's definitely way better than Instagram because everything feels so much more raw. You look at Instagram now, and everybody's like trying to create this perfect image, curate this perfect life. Everything is very composed.
Very
TikTok people will be like in their jammies, making videos, and it's funny and it's refreshing because we haven't had that in a while. But bottom line, it's a fresh start. And I think Instagram for kids, you're probably gonna have these parents sensationalizing the idea. Because if kids have beauty pageants, you don't think there's gonna be some beauty pageant kids that are verified on Instagram? I know,
they already do, man. Yeah.
But what I'm saying is move your kid to that platform, and that's gonna be your beauty pageant kids platform. And it's just like parents are the biggest drivers in that. Like you can't really blame Instagram. It's like you got to blame the parents.
Oh, the parents are at fault for this.
Trying to make their kid a superstar, right?
Yeah, right. Exactly. Live through their kids.
In some weird, twisted way. Yeah. But like YouTube kids, when you look at the content, like I remember I tried to do a YouTube video. Some of the content on there, like some of it's really weird and some of it's like really good. And I don't mean that in like I would watch it, but it's like if I was 7, like the quality of this stuff is kind of cool.
Right,
if there's some channels, kids with Power Wheels, the cars doing crazy stuff, toy reviews, that's sick. Yeah, that's pretty cool. And like
that's the positive to it.
Yeah, sure. So it's just like there's some entertaining stuff. I think there's an opportunity. Like some of the stuff on YouTube they probably shouldn't be seeing. Like our TikTok followers, I'm not trying to disrespect them because half of them are probably like 16. He's trying to hold it together right now, like.
And male.
Shout out, let's just plug this right now. If you're a male and you're seeing this on TikTok, share this with one of your buddies because for some reason TikTok is not showing us to girls. And
don't understand why, to be honest.
Fine with that. So let's just create this cult of male followers. Not a single female. We're gonna block you. We may even make our profile private if they allow that. And if we see that you're a girl, boys club.
Yeah. Instant ban.
Instant ban. That's what I'm saying. I don't know what TikTok's doing, but shout out to all of our followers so far. Yeah, man. We got a long way to go, but we don't like. I would be open if some girls liked our stuff, but I just.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
I think
the struggle.
I think until we put on some dresses or I swear that was what we said to Kamar. If you're late, you got to wear a dress.
That was what it was.
So Kamar, you're wearing a dress next time. Oh, you can make fun of me all you want. You can roast me. You still show up 20 minutes late.
Why? Oh, I was not 20 minutes late.
16, sorry.
Right. Mike, I was like, before 16. I was parking down the road.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Sure. It took you 15 minutes to park?
This lady walking down with her, it was like 5. Yeah. But this lady walking with her dog down the road was giving me side eye, why are you here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like a COVID thing or like
was it a COVID thing or a race thing? Yeah.
How can you tell?
No, maybe you can tell.
No, from across. Yeah, no, I think.
So Instagram for kids. I don't know, man. Consensus. Can we take a consensus on this? We'll probably create a TikTok poll. Good idea or bad idea?
It's a no for me.
It would, idea or bad it would be a no because the negative outweighs the positive for me.
Yeah, I'm probably not feeling it right now. Unless Instagram comes out with more guidelines on what they want to do with it.
Well, it's not about whether you're feeling it. You're not allowed on it. Come on. Stay off the app.
No, I wouldn't want my kids on that anyway.
Yeah, man. Just go get some fresh air, man.
Yeah.
No kids, but wouldn't want them if I had.
Yeah, that's crazy. I would hate the idea knowing that the popularity contest in schools is already kind of toxic at a young age. And it's just kids growing up, don't get me wrong. But now to add fuel to the fire and make some dude think he's God's gift because he has 20K followers and he's in grade 7.
And his parents got some money.
But imagine as a 7-year-old, if you flex as a 25-year-old or a 30 or 40-year-old, the biggest flexers, the more money you have, the easier it is to get followers. Just because people see you're with cool stuff
and the life
and they want to mess with you, right? Mm-hmm. But imagine you're a 7-year-old and you post a photo in your kids in your dad's BMW. Or it doesn't even have to be a cool car. And you post that.
Just a car.
Tommy's dad. Did you see Tommy's post? He's in a BMW. It's stop.
Did you see Tommy's Tesla?
Outfits, outfit of the day.
No, it's too much, man.
Yeah.
It's gonna be way too
Kids
much.
gonna be capping. And the thing is, bullying happens. I don't think it's bad, but it also all of this to a certain level, bullying or just having to deal with all of those stressful situations growing up. They kind of thicken your skin and build some character, right?
It can mold you.
It can mold you a little bit, right? To a certain extent. Mm-hmm. But you're gonna deal with that at school, and then now you're gonna go home and deal with that online.
Yeah.
You're just never escaping. It's a 24/7 thing.
Exactly.
Right?
Social media is just all over you.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. We already got lost in the sauce. We can't have our kids doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
What if you guys have the future when you have a kid or kids, multiple, whatever, what age do you open up social media to them?
Man, I didn't
How
get a
strict are
cell
you
phone
gonna? How
until-
strict or loose are you
To
gonna
be
be with your
honest,
kids?
This
yeah, I
is
think
a-
it's whenever they get a cell phone, right?
This is a loaded question because I would produce.
Their body, their
I'll
choice.
produce the shit out of my child. I'll produce the shit out of my child.
Yeah,
So like, there's this one dad on TikTok, and he.
you gonna use your kid for clout?
Yeah, for sure. I just think kids say the best stuff and they have no filter. You know what I mean? Like kids say the darndest
Very
things, like that
organic.
show.
They can,
But
yeah.
that's a boomer show. We need a new age version, right? So imagine you have a kid, and this is what I'm already seeing on TikTok. Like parents, it's just they're not like using their kids for that sake. I think it's just like there's so many ways you can build a healthy relationship and archive those memories. Like this one dude on YouTube, he'll get his daughter to say certain words in like English or Spanish, or like tell me this. I think it's like it's cute, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like a parent and a kid just.
It's
An
a
awesome
bonding moment.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And like I think it would be hilarious. Like I swear to God in the future, with kids, I would love to sit my kid down after like Disney World. Be like, okay, we're doing a segment on this. Yo, tell me how the day went. Right? And I think it would be the best thing ever. You imagine half an hour and a kid looking back later, 20 years later, all the episodes they were able to do with their dad or whatever, like spending quality time. I think there's ways you could make it so cool.
But the thing is, you can do that, but do you have to put that online for like everyone in the world to see?
I don't think it makes a difference, to be honest. Because if it's a feel good, it's a feel good. And I think, to be honest, not even for the sense of like getting views or anything, but I think it would be absolutely hilarious watching two kids argue about like a TV show. Like we'll argue about stuff now, but could you imagine like content that's more specifically driven for kids? Like if they had like podcasts for kids. So I was searching Google Trends. One of the most trending keywords is podcasts for young adults, right?
For young adults.
Because their older siblings or their parents are listening to it, and maybe it's like not their cup of tea because there's some pretty crazy topics people talk about. But imagine you're 16. Wouldn't it be nice if there was something 16-year-olds could listen to, something they could relate to, trending topics?
Yeah.
That's cool. Now all of a sudden you peel the onion back a little further. You're gonna have a 16-year-old listening to his podcast, and you got a 10-year-old brother. What's the 10-year-old brother gonna be listening to? I just think it'd be, and kids are growing up faster. I think they're way smarter at the younger age. I think it'd be insane to just look at the conversations like documented between two kids, and I think they get really good at it. I think you could probably have two 10-year-olds talking about like current events for them, like what's going on in the schoolyard. If it's like the banning of, I don't know, Beyblades on the schoolyard.
Oh, I hated that. when they
Remember?
banned
But
it.
can you imagine if somebody like just diving in? You've never had documentation like that. I just think it's so interesting the way that people could look at it. It's just like into the inner workings of like a 10-year-old's mind. Right, but I think there could be some funny, like again, kids say the darndest things. I think that's just funny, man.
Yeah, and the other side to that as well is that it's relatable, right?
Yeah.
Like growing up now, there's so much stress in our lives, and sometimes you don't realize that what's happening to you
It's happening to everybody.
It's happening to everyone. So you're like, oh, you're so down on yourself, you're beating yourself up, you're really negative,
Yeah.
you feel bad about what's going on, and it's like, hey man, like, don't worry about it. Everyone else is dealing with similar things too. For kids growing up in situations, that can be huge,
especially
for
for like a 16-year-old. Just somebody to relate to.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So we'll move on. So listen, Mike has a lot to say. We're skipping this one. Hold on, this is going to the end.
Why me?
Mike, we're changing scenes. We're live at the location of Mattamy Homes. So we're automatically, and we got to get some energy into this because we've been really philosophical, huh?
Bro,
Little
we're in
deep.
Milton right now.
We're Milton.
We're
live
back in
on the
Milton.
scene, Mattamy Homes. We got the boys behind us.
Little cold today.
Little cold
Little
right here.
chilly. Little chilly.
So the boys are out. So Mike, hit us with some information on this. Everybody knows the news about Mattamy Homes, but break it down for this.
Maybe not everyone, Okay, so this week at Mattamy Homes, one of their subcontractors, Nelmar, what was it?
Drywalling.
Yes, thank you. Drywalling. Nelmar Drywalling, for Bob's retirement.
Oh, is this retirement?
It was a retirement party they were throwing him.
Yeah.
Bob the Builder, man.
Yeah.
So exactly. So they hired a stripper.
Yeah.
I don't think it was a stripper. I think it was an escort.
Over the night.
Yeah. So they did a big no and they brought the stripper on and of course took
work.
photos and videos to twerk in the middle of their day.
Yeah.
On the site at Mattamy Homes inside a house.
Yeah.
And that went viral because some new
guy
mans
was like, yeah, let me share this. Look how funny
this is so funny for the gram.
For the
Take
clout,
out my phone
Yeah.
at a time like this
Yeah.
when all the guys are just chilling. enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
So that's
Just trying to give Bob a proper send off.
Yeah.
So
That's crazy. They would do that.
six employees of Nelmar have been fired.
Yeah.
There was a Mattamy employee there as well that was fired, I believe.
Yeah.
The contract, which was north of $100 million that I think Nelmar had with Mattamy, has been canceled.
Yeah.
And I don't know if it's fact or
One of the guys in the ICU.
fact or fiction,
Fumbled
but
the
I think the man who posted it is in ICU. I think the Mafia boys got him.
The guy that actually.
I think
posted
the guy who posted the video or took the video.
Yeah.
You know.
got on him
Okay, so
quick. They got on him quick.
Let's talk about that for a sec.
Sheesh.
So first of all, I think there's a slow news cycle. I think it's kind of funny, everything's said and done. Not the fact the guy was beat up,
Right.
but I think it's kind of funny because working construction previously, I can tell you half the guys at a job site, first of all, don't speak English.
What?
Yeah.
Bob did.
They're all subcontractors. So I remember in this hotel, dude, every different trades guy was like a different kind. You had the Portuguese guys, you had the Greek guys.
Right.
You had the the Italian guys.
Right.
Everybody's different, got different crews, right? The painters, the Bosnian guys, right?
Right.
Everybody, I remember one time I walked in one of these rooms and these guys were eating pickled eggs and herrings. These Polish guys.
Oh,
like, this
is
pickled
a thing for
eggs,
them?
They had
bro.
a jar. I get.
Yeah.
Well, just like canned fish, whatever.
Right.
But I remember. So, anyways, construction sites are like this. There's a lot of guys that are just not safety that are paid in cash and just get in and get out subcontracted. Right.
Mm-hmm.
You gotta do the work for cheap. Right. So this is no surprise. I think the fact of the matter is the new guy who pulled his phone out, and I think this is obviously going on way more than people realize.
Probably.
Because after work, it was very common for the guys to say, "Okay, we're going to Turtle Jack's to go hit on that queue waitress," or they would go to the strip club.
Right.
It's just like what you do in trades.
Right.
You're around guys all day. It's just
A whole lot of testosterone.
that's it, and that's what they talk about. But the Mattamy Homes thing, like, I'm just so disappointed in the guy who pulled out his phone. Because
One thing I don't get, like, did nobody notice that he had his phone out? Like,
No, they did because in the video, which is difficult to find,
yeah,
I never looked for it.
yeah,
Yeah.
No, in the video or in the photos, you can see them
They're making
looking
eye
at the
contact.
camera. They're smiling. They know what's happening.
Right.
And, they're pouring the vodka on the stripper's, like, ass. She's smiling,
Yeah.
looking at the camera. She looks, pretty freaked out at some of the moments because these dudes are pretty creepy. Oh, wow.
Enhanced.
Yeah,
Okay.
blurred out, though, right?
Alright,
This is
decided-
weird,
He
dude.
decided to take off his pants.
So he's in on.
Yeah, the one guy pulled it down, bro.
They're
It's
sandwiching
weird,
her.
man.
Nelmar, I love it. The plug. Yeah, they fumbled the bag on this contract hard.
Okay, but where's Bob, man?
But I think
Bob is,
For light silver hair, right?
Bob's in there. He's got the gray hair. He's a
this is
guy
just there's
retiring.
a lot of blurring going on.
Look, she did the peace sign at the camera, bro. They know that it's being
Right.
filmed.
Well, yeah, because can we give you $50 extra to film you?
Yeah.
Right? That's probably what.
Yeah.
For her,
Oh,
this
wow.
is probably like she's blowing up now. She's probably gonna get more money from this.
She's
right?
blowing up. Identify her right now.
Yeah. No, she's
Identify
not.
her.
Doubt it. Doubt it.
I love. Okay, so
So, yeah.
Mattamy had no prior knowledge of the event, and none of our employees were present. But nonetheless, oh, there's that essay word.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, regardless of the incident took place at one of our sites, will be reinforced with all of our trade partners, our zero tolerance policies, and clear expectations regarding workplace code of conduct, as well as our strict COVID-19 protocols.
I bet you that's like a regular thing that happens, though. It just so
The
happens
whole
to caught this
situation
time.
at Mattamy, whatever, but we're in the middle of the pandemic, boys.
Yeah.
Let's wear some masks.
Bro.
Am I right? That's my takeaway here. Where are the masks, man?
For real.
Some protection. Put some protection on there. When,
What's up
you
with
know.
these pre-built parties, man?
I don't know. I already knew there were problems in the housing market. I didn't think we need to add more to them.
Yeah. Is this the bubble they were talking about? Is this the housing bubble?
Dude,
Man.
okay, but let's talk about the guy in the ICU for a second. So, he got beat up nicely.
Allegedly. We don't know.
Allegedly.
We don't
This is all
know.
alleged news.
It might be another
We are
GTA
a real
rumor.
media company. We don't know how real the stories are.
But it was like, are you guys surprised? I'm not surprised.
I'm not
That he-
surprised.
no.
The guy's a goof for doing that. Like,
Yeah,
first
man,
of
he
all,
threw everybody
don't-
under the bus.
Don't get me wrong.
Everybody.
They're all goofs, but this guy, takes the cake.
He ruined it.
He didn't even get the cake. He didn't even get the cake, and he still
Waste man of the week.
Waste man of the week was the guy who let this video out.
Yeah.
And how much? And
what a plot!
Where did he upload this? Was it like on Instagram or like
OnlyFans?
Was he on live? Was he on live?
He better
Somebody was recording. You know,
Man.
it was like, you know, but maybe they were drunk. You know how?
Oh, they were drunk, bro.
You know what
Look
you're
at
doing though. If
Oh, yeah. Well,
judging by the age group and the people in here, I'm suspecting it's a Facebook upload.
But
it's a. They never thought their 50 friends shit would get out. You know?
Oh man, little did you know.
Little did you know.
There was people praying on your downfall.
They had no idea Karen was watching.
Hey, look at this guy. Eh? I'm just gonna save this video.
Yeah. So
is this what you guys do at work?
could you imagine
know what?
this went a little deeper and
I'll
it was
inbox
one
your
of
wife. You know,
But yeah, it was probably the wives that, you know.
right, man. I'm
But
telling you.
could you imagine if this went a little deeper and it was one of Mattamy's or Nelmar's
That's what she said.
their competitors that low-key planted this?
Oh
Wow.
boy.
you're talking about like a major gang rival.
Yeah.
Oh
Construction.
yeah.
This is that gang.
Yeah.
They wanted
They wanted the
drywall
contract. They wanted that
Yeah.
They
contract.
sent one of their boys in. The new guy with the yellow. Who's that guy? I don't care. Do
No,
you
not
wanna
just
be here?
that. The girl was the setup.
Oh
She was the
shit.
sting. Yo,
Now we're
record
going
me.
conspiracy.
Record me, right?
Oh shit.
Wow. Yo, so everybody's talking about how the
What if
Jake
it-
Paul fight was rigged. I think this is more important.
This is more important, bro. This is a bigger
conspiracy.
conspiracy.
We just gotta know who ends up getting the contract next.
That's
Yeah.
it.
Then
gotta
we
do
dig
some-
deep. Then we
we're
dig
gonna
deep.
go outside of their offices.
Yeah.
With the microphone, with some New Balances and a fanny pack.
Yes.
And you guys have got to report on this.
What if the people who get the new contract have connections with Bob? What if Bob was just retiring? He's like, fuck these mans. Maybe they had some beef.
Yeah. You know, like
Put him under, bro. He doesn't care. He's retiring. What a send off.
dude.
Yeah.
You know what?
Yeah, does it really
Send
matter
it.
if he gets fired?
And he secured the bag with
Bro,
another
he's
drywall
retired.
company. He's saying, "Let me sabotage."
Yeah,
this."
exactly.
right.
And
But
then-
he's retiring though. So
It doesn't matter. He could say, "I'm taking my business. Who wants my business? Fuck this construction company." Maybe it's his company, right?
And he just
maybe,
sold it off?
Or maybe Bob's retiring because he was promised one day that he would be a manager of the company. He's been a senior guy working these job sites
Maybe.
for 20 years.
and never got
And
that.
Bob never
opportunity.
got in the
Based
office.
on that video,
Bob never
Bob
got in the office.
Bob looks like he's still got some youth to him. So I don't
Yeah.
think Bob needed to be retiring just yet.
That's what I'm
Definitely
saying.
pulling some moves, man. He was dropping like it's hot.
Yeah, so Bob's like, listen, I'm done with the drywalling with these idiots. I want to be in the office. I want to be setting up these contracts to the jobs. And they said, no, thanks. So Bob says, you know what? I'm retiring. This is all good. He goes to the rival construction company.
Brings in his daughter.
Here's the plan. Helps his daughter
white-
secure the
white-
bag.
That's dark.
His white. Hey, if we're going conspiracy, bro, we gotta think white people. You never know.
You never know. You never know. Bring her in.
You just gotta put yourself in the minds.
That's pretty crazy. Yo, so where do you think?
How far are you willing to go for the bag? You know.
That's true. But where do you think this girl was like? Where do you think she was formerly employed? Which location?
Diamonds.
Diamond.
I don't know, man.
I don't know, man. That just sucks though. Like everybody that lost their job, and I was reading like one of the guys, obviously you guys already mentioned, was in the ICU.
Yeah.
What's it called? They lost their contract.
Yeah.
You know, so like everybody's been taking some massive L's on this, man.
Yeah. Nobody.
Oh,
came out on top.
100%.
Nobody
100%.
exactly.
Only 6 buzz.
Yeah.
That's about
true.
it.
Yeah.
But even for Mattamy, it's like, man, there's so many things that go on. With,
Bad publicity, man.
Yeah,
Oh, they got
with
a lot.
contracting, man. Like, there's so many things that you just need the work to get done.
Right.
You know what I mean? And you
Yeah.
have to, like, maybe the regular drywallers were working another job or another property build. You always need fill-ins. Like, it's so hard. Like, that's the whole thing about trades. If you're certified, you're certified.
Right.
You're not going to interview the guy for his character.
No, definitely.
You know
not.
what I'm saying?
Definitely
Like,
not.
what did you do last weekend? What's your favorite TV? You're not going to just
course,
listen.
yeah.
Can you come in, get the job done by this date, and what's your price?
Done.
You know what I mean? So it's just like, I get it. And all construction guys, and I'm not going to label them like that, but listen, you're working around a bunch of dudes. This stuff, maybe they shouldn't have done it at the site, but it's just like, hold on a sec. Is Doug Ford to blame? Because maybe they would have gone back, to the strip club. Maybe they would have gone, but they can't. Where can you do this? Let's be honest.
At home,
So-
at your own home, in your
so
own
we're-
basement,
You can't,
instead of a
bro.
pre-build, bro.
You can't. Okay,
Somebody
but hold
else's
on a
home?
sec. But hold on a sec.
Potentially.
Potentially.
Keep the wives upstairs.
Yeah.
but you know what I'm saying? You can't go to the strip club. You can't go anywhere else. So it's not like, I don't necessarily think these guys are bad people. I just think it's like, this is a good place to do what you need to do.
Trying to stick up for the man's, eh?
Well, it's subjective journalism.
Man, you're not you gotta look at it from like their family's perspective.
Oh, bro, I feel the worst for the wives, man.
No, not just that. Well, but like their kids. Imagine coming on Instagram, seeing 6 Buzz, and your dad is.
Would this be on Instagram for kids? Would this be on Instagram for kids, and would the kids see it?
But like, you see your dad getting,
I don't
danced
know,
on by some random stripper.
With
him and all your uncles that usually come over to the house and you see all the time.
Now imagine all the other kids, the other 12-year-old kids at the school who go on Instagram for kids and start bullying, the kids who are the children of this.
I don't think this
it's a no for me.
I think this is just part 1 of the saga. I think there's more coming. We gotta
stay
tuned.
Know if the guy survives, makes it out of ICU. He probably doesn't want to live anymore.
I heard he had a broken back or something. I don't know about what else, but I heard his back was broken. Slipped down the stairs is the official report.
In a pre-build.
In a pre-build.
They missed a step.
Well, to close it off, the boys promised Bob some cake for his birthday, and they delivered.
I'm throwing it back up because one of our posts for TikTok, people didn't believe that we were in a Toronto penthouse. And, clearly, hold on. Somebody used their finger and point. Where is it? I think that's right between you, Mike. Can you guys just point at it? Yeah, there it is.
The CN Tower, man, live and direct. Like,
live and direct. Dude.
How can they even doubt it?
I don't know, but people were.
It's a high rise, baby.
If we stay on till night, you'll see it change colors.
Yeah, we just don't know what it'll be.
Yeah.
You think it's gonna be like blue and white for Neymar, for Bob, for his retirement? Imagine the whole city threw it together for Bob's retirement.
Wow, man.
Sheesh, put the whole city on.
Okay, we're moving on. Yeah, put the whole city on my back. Police departments across Ontario are issuing statements. Okay, I'm going to pull this up on the screen. We're going to screen share this. But there's really not a whole lot of interesting screen share on this. I just think conversation point, we'll go back to the CN Tower for a sec. I just think conversation point is kind of interesting that, like, Doug Ford made this announcement on Friday. Right. And it's
Friday.
like he did not consult. I'm not saying these guys are in a group chat. You know what I mean?
He just wrote some things on the paper and said, you know what, guys, so I'm just going to... Well, I need 5 minutes.
I have to say something. Like I
have to get something off my chest.
Yeah, and just like I have to make an announcement to make it look like we're taking tighter restrictions. But
we're keeping the public informed.
Yeah. So I was Friday. I was grabbing a shawarma, the ritual.
Obviously, Friday.
Always
good
have
vibes.
to.
It's a Friday thing. You need the good vibes.
Lazeez or Osmows?
Neither, bro.
Oh. Wow. I'm gonna say this on air. So, for anybody watching, I just say it on air. For those who are watching in Toronto, so the original Osmows in Streetsville was good.
Yeah,
I lined up for that. Yeah,
but even now it's shit. Like people that have taken over. Yeah,
so
that location's garbage.
So this is for TikTok to know. So anybody in Toronto who likes shawarma, do you guys know the original story of Osmows and Lazeez?
Yeah.
So listen. So Lazeez used to be the head shawarma guy. Allegedly at the Streetsville location for Osmows. We was banging. We always went there, line up out the back door. Everybody knows this. You would line up.
UTM days?
UTM days.
It was.
Eventually, something happened. There was a falling out. Lazeez is that dude.
It's the original owner.
Yeah, he opened up his shop on his store, Creditview, and
one block away.
Right.
Not one, but it's like right there.
And so naturally, I started going to that one to support the boy. Obviously, the whole the rivalry between these shawarma joints is insane. Between Osmows and Lazeez. But Osmows is franchised out like crazy. I'm going to say this right now, anybody watching from Toronto's, Osmows has gone down in quality compared to the original one. Their sauce is not as good. There's not as much garlic.
They'd just be drenching
dude, and the prices are way too much compared to any other places.
The prices are crazy, bro.
I'm gonna say this live.
It's like $5 more expensive.
The shawarmas feel smaller too. Like
the shawarmas are smaller. The shawarmas are smaller.
And for them to charge you, so hold on, for them to charge you for a small, a regular, and a large. What's the difference? Like, I know they double up the pitas and all that. When I go to Pita Grill, and shout out Pita and Grill, right across the road here in Dundas, these guys are crazy. They hook it up, so much chicken, so much sauce. They don't charge you extra. There's no nonsense.
They give a good amount of meat.
Yeah, way better.
Healthier. You can get healthier options too.
I don't know. The Lazeez I go to is pretty good.
It's better than Osmows.
Lazeez is better than Osmows.
I like Lazeez.
Lazeez is good.
He always sees me and he heals me up.
Yeah.
But Osmows sold their soul, dude.
Yeah, they actually are.
NBA contracts.
Yeah.
Shout out to Norman Powell, though.
Yeah.
Norm, Freddie.
But anybody watching in the city, man, I think let's just start this rivalry. Osmows or Lazeez.
Lazeez.
I'm Team Lazeez.
Team Lazeez.
I'm Team Lazeez.
Yeah. Vote in the poll because this is important.
Lazeez,
we got to separate the city right now.
They got a late night special. You can save a couple bucks.
Yeah, and
we're not trying to put anyone on. Come on.
A little life hack too.
Until they start sponsoring. Until we get our sponsors up. You know?
Right, and a little life hack: if you do have your student card with you, just bring it on.
Yeah,
really,
really.
Yeah.
Yo, so
just get a little discount.
It might be 8 years old, but who cares? They don't know. They don't know.
Let's try and organize a sponsorship with one of these shawarma joints.
Right. Lazeez, shout out to you.
Well,
guys.
I think we just we all just ripped on.
Yo, but for everybody in the city, I swear to God, pick a side because the war is starting. The shawarma war.
You can't be on the fence on this
You
one.
can't. You got to pick one.
Yep.
Lazeez or Osmows.
Lazeez is Coke.
Know where you stand.
Osmows is Pepsi.
That's it.
I'm taking Lazeez.
But man, I swear to God, the third parties like Pita Grill, all those guys do it so nicely.
Yeah.
And man, the thing that is so good, like shawarma's good.
Bro, you can't. How do you mess up?
When you get it on the rocks,
it's difficult. Yeah.
No, I don't like the rocks.
Ooh.
I'm not a rocks guy.
What?
On the sticks? On the sticks?
No, just give me a wrap.
What?
Oh, just the shawarma wrap. Yeah,
Just a
gotcha.
Yeah.
Give me a shawarma wrap.
Well, the OG, when Osmos was good at the Streetsville, everyone was going there for on the rocks.
The half and half, right?
Yeah.
Or the half and half. When the half and half,
was the
yeah, the
Yeah,
half
was
and
good,
half.
yeah.
Or you want to eat a little healthy, you get on salad.
I don't know how healthy that is.
It's
but-
not healthy. it's a trick. It's for their female followers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I've gotten half.
You have, I know.
Yeah, where's your dress? Come on.
But no, man, like their salad's pretty good. They got one of their salads with get that with some fries, and you got a good the chicken on top. It's nice.
Yeah. No, I'm strictly wraps, man.
Really?
It's a wrap.
Okay, we're gonna stop
It's
talking
a wrap
about
with
this
me.
Ramadan. I'm probably killing you.
Yeah, bro, these guys are drooling at this
You
point.
know what though?
Tell us.
That's the thing. I think people always apologize for like, oh man, I'm so sorry. I'm eating around here. Like, oh man, like I'm sorry you can't eat or anything. You can't. Drink
We're
water."
grown ass men.
We're grown ass men and women.
We've been doing this.
We've been doing this. Yo, for us, we're getting blessings for this. Don't
Yeah,
be
bro.
sorry for us.
Yeah, this is a
Be-
W.
be
This is a
happy
W in
for
our
us. Be
book.
like, bro, like,
I'm
mess up.
making myself hungry.
This isn't about you, Kamar.
It's not about you. I know how I feel right now. I had 3 on Friday.
Three wraps?
I had
What?
3 shawarma. I have a problem.
3 wraps?
I had 3 shawarmas to
At
my
one-
face.
At one
It's a
time
big
or
boy.
What time?
throughout the day?
One time, dude.
What kind of wraps are
I
you
pretend I'm ordering for a family.
Oh, I did that. I've done that
feel
one
so
place before.
ashamed.
I got 2
Right.
like massive wraps, and then I ordered specifically. This is the kind of person I am. I ordered 2 Cokes with it as well to make it pretending. And then when I was grabbing like spoons and forks and stuff, I grabbed enough for 2 people. Because that's the kind of person I am. I walked out like, oh, she's gonna love this. My girl's gonna love this. Bitch, it's for me. It's all me. I'm a feast.
Dude, yeah, I ate 3 to my face on Friday, and I didn't even feel bad. And you know the trick is,
Man, it's a good way to end the week, bro.
it's a sick
Know
way to
your
end
worth,
the
my
week.
king.
No,
Know
I
your
know
worth.
my worth, dude. And the reason is, so here's the addiction of it.
Right.
They give you a stamp card, and every time you order one, they give you a little stamp.
And then you get one free one.
I don't even know
it a
what it
free
is,
one?
but I think when you get to 9, they give you your 10th
Is
one
it
free.
per
I think
order
yes.
or per shawarma?
Per shawarma. So here's my problem. So some days I'll go in and be like, I want 3, or I want 2. I'm good with 2. But if I order 3, the next time I'll be closer.
Exactly.
But this is I understand addiction now. This is how addiction starts. Because
yeah.
next thing you know, I'll
Sounds like you got a problem.
I do have a problem. I'm gonna be justifying. I'll be like, okay, I should get 4 today because then I'll be closer to like 1 more free shawarma. And for some reason in my head, the economics make sense. The more I order, the more free shawarmas I get. It's like I'm spending more money. I know this. Like don't get me wrong for a second, but for some reason the economics in my head, I'm like, today I think I'll get 5. Technically 1 is free. And I'll be 1 closer to the one the next time.
Right.
I have a major problem.
Yeah.
But hold on for that. Hold on.
First step's admitting it, bro.
Yeah,
You're halfway there.
Space. It's a safe space, bro. Get off your
No
chest.
judgment.
So hold
No
on.
judgment.
So
Yeah.
we got so sidetracked. Yo, but team Lazeez. So so Toronto, the whole thing we were talking about the cops like basically not agreeing with Doug Ford. So back to the story. I was in my shawarma joint on Friday. There's a cop ordering a shawarma. So I look at him and I say,
How many you
shawarmas
getting?
are shawarmas are pretty good, eh? Right? I just look at him like I just want to try and make conversation because I'm jacked.
You're afraid he's gonna ask for your license. And
No, I wasn't
No,
at all.
you're not
I'm
in that place.
Dude,
You're
I was like,
allowed
I
to
was
see.
high. I saw the 3 shawarmas on the grill. I'm like, I'm feeling it,
Yeah.
right? So I go to the cop. I'm like, oh, yo, shawarmas are the best, aren't they? Right? And he just looks at me and he starts talking. He's like, yeah. You know, I'm grabbing one for food here. I'm like, yeah. And I'm like, so how do you feel about the whole lockdown thing, man? I just asked him point blank, what are you gonna do? Like, I know you're not gonna fuck around. Like, you're ordering food. you're not gonna try it. Like, so I'm like, okay, I have a living here. I'm not worried.
Yeah.
So I'm like, so how do you feel about it? And he's like, man, to be honest, I'm actually pretty irritated. I'm a person too. You know, as a person too. When I go home,
Right,
I don't want to be.
work.
I don't want to be in this situation already at work, man. It's stressful because people started calling each other. Neighbors are ratting each other out.
Wow.
Like, can you imagine how petty and lonely you are that you're ratting? And so he's like, now we have to deal with all these calls. I'm like, damn. So these cops, like, that's why I laughed, because obviously the article we just pulled up saying all the statements, new emergency orders are in effect, will continue to serve and engage and enforce, but will not be doing random stops. Basically, every municipality, every region,
Any major municipality, London. Well, the OPP.
They're provincial.
They're provincial.
They don't have a choice, right? They
Yeah.
have to comply. But all these regions, so you ask this cop, and like imagine buzzing through on the radio. Now all of a sudden these cops have to go to these houses to try and investigate. Oh, I think I saw 3 people in the park. Okay, by the time you get there, it's like there's people in a swing set, or maybe there's 3 guys in a house somewhere. A cop, do you think a cop really wants to try and knock on the door, be like, I know you have people in here? No, I don't.
And then just go back and forth.
Yeah.
Like, what?
You can't do it.
And they can't enter.
And then he's got
They're not allowed.
paperwork from both sides, and now he knows that okay, so this is the other problem. Once you know something happened,
But they have to answer the call.
they have to answer the call.
Yeah.
But it's one of those things. If you make it a big deal,
Yeah.
I think the people reporting are going to feel like they're these. What do you call it when somebody's serving their own justice? You know?
Social justice warriors?
No.
What?
But you know
No,
what I mean?
it's
Like,
serving
they're-
your own.
Oh.
You know, they're going to be like Batman is a vigilante. He's
Vigilante. Yes, thank you.
Yo, word of the week, vigilante.
Vigilante.
Not on World Star.
Nevertheless.
Urban Dictionary. So vigilantism. It's like, imagine that person got a rush from trying to report them. You know what I mean? I feel like if that behavior, it's kind of like a rewarding behavior for those people psychologically.
Neighborhood
Cops
watch.
It's so lame, dude.
Yeah.
And especially if you're worried about people getting together, you're also the same person not leaving your own house. So it's just like, I feel like those people are projecting like they're miserable.
Well,
Yeah, of
I
course.
look at it the
onto
same.
others.
I look at it the same way I look at a lot of things,
It's none
right?
of your business, man.
Yeah.
If you see a person go over to someone's house, 2 people going over to someone's, and they're hanging out.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's some serious neighborhood watch thing.
Yeah.
If there's a household throwing a party every week,
Yeah.
and it's
That's
like
different.
That's a big difference.
Yeah.
Go ahead and call the cops about that party because that's stupid
But
at a
isn't
time
it
like this.
weird that they know, like, oh, who lives in this household? Oh, this is not a familiar face.
Yeah.
So guess what?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to make a call.
People keeping tabs like that, though.
That's
there's
weird,
like,
bro. Why are you sitting in front of your window every day watching my house?
Yeah, that's for real.
You know,
But-
thanks for doing that. But
Yeah,
like, you know,
keep
when
an
I'm
eye
not
on me.
home,
Yeah.
you know, keep an eye on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
When I'm here, you know, come on.
Nosy Neighbors Association.
Nosy
Yeah,
neighbors.
man, come on,
But
guys.
isn't it-
Neighborhood watch people, you gotta chill out.
Exactly. It's crazy though, man. We will not be conducting arbitrary. I love the word though.
Listen,
arbitrary. It's like
Bro,
a
police
backhand, right?
police have
long
it.
card.
Police have it hard enough in times like these, man. They're in the news for every little thing. Even here in Canada, they're not putting. They saw this right away and they said, no. First of all, it's not even legal. Second of all, yeah, they're not pulling. The government basically threw them under the bus.
Yeah.
People were riled up right away,
And now
right? They're ready to
they're
hate
angry
police.
at the cops.
They're ready to hate
Right.
police again, and cops are like,
Bro,
"Whoa,
yeah.
we've had enough, bro.
Yeah,
We're not
this is
having
not
this.
us.
This ain't us." Yeah.
Because obviously they're gonna come out looking like the bad guys, regardless, right?
Doug Ford
You know,
pulled that L, not us.
Yeah.
Right? Is basically what they came
Right.
out and said.
And if police were to start doing this stuff, where they're gonna randomly pull people over, stuff like that, you already know that this is going to affect.
Profiling.
This is going to be a profiling thing.
Yeah.
It's going to be major low income places,
Yup.
people of color. You
Yep.
already know it's going to affect them way more than your
Exactly.
average guy like myself. Or
So like,
or you.
if we had like a car full of us, all 4 of us got pulled over. If I was a cop, so 2 white guys and 2 black guys. If I was a cop, I would. If I saw you guys were in the back seats, I'd be like, okay, have a good day. I wouldn't even mess with it because
Yeah.
you have 4 iPhones in the car. And it's so easy for us to be like, why are you pulling us over? Because you think we're delinquent. You know, you think we're 4 young guys, especially too, like guys versus girls. I guarantee you, if they were to pull people over, let's just jump into the gender
Just
thing.
guys, man.
I guarantee you nobody's pulling over a girl. I guarantee you. Like, well, where are you going? They start crying right away. I don't think you. Like, guys get pulled over more.
I think guys get pulled over more for sure.
sure.
Even especially random.
And
Girls
don't-
aren't
and
getting
don't-
random
and
stopped
don't get
by
out of tickets.
cops. What?
And they don't get. It's hard to get out of tickets or anything.
Yeah,
especially from female cops. Like, no disrespect or anything like that, but it's facts. Like,
Anytime you start something off with no disrespect,
You were
disrespect
caught-
comes.
You were caught stunting.
caught stunting.
Yeah,
What do you mean?
a while back.
Like stunt. What do you mean stunting? Like stunt driving? That was a long time ago.
Hold on a second. No, but I'm not putting you on the spot.
It was a female top.
If you were a female, this is what I'm saying. If you were a female, do you think it would have gone down differently? We don't know.
Don't know. But the thing is, it was a female cop that pulled me over.
Yeah.
And as soon as she saw me, she was like, "Oh, it's gonna be a bad day for you." Just right off the bat. Right off the bat. Yeah.
She didn't even.
She's dealing with something at home, and she's about to take it out on Kamara.
It's gonna be a bad and yeah.
Yeah.
But I wonder if you were a little white mom. Oh, I gotta get home. You know.
Bro, I was going to
probably
work.
nothing would happen.
You're going to work?
From cottage country, I was going to work.
Yeah.
Right.
You know, I was driving like 2 hours in the morning. This was like maybe 7
on a dead highway.
Dead highway in the morning.
What was your max?
You were going quite a bit over, right?
What'd you hit?
No third flex, but dude, go ahead.
Come on, tell us.
It was 150 with one hand on the wheel.
Actually, it got up to 149.
Really?
I
Whoa,
got
you're
flagged
at
at 170.
Jesus, bro.
Really?
No hand?
You have no complaints to make, bro. You have no complaints to make.
170, no hand.
Bro, you were
He's
you were
using
you were in the wrong, my
No,
guy.
I had my hands, man.
You were in the
I
wrong.
was like switching gears and shit.
170 is pretty wild, bro.
This man's trying to blame things on women when he's going 170, bro. Oh, if it was a guy, he never would have pulled me over.
Alright, no, facts. That was my fault. I can't even lie. That was completely my fault. I would have given myself a pay.
Yeah.
But
You're owning up to it. I respect
she
it.
tried to drop like stunt driving, reckless driving.
Yeah.
Like she was hitting me with like 3-4 different charges.
That's
Right.
crazy.
And I was like, yo, like I was literally just going straight. Like what kind of like reckless
Yeah.
drivers, you know, like hit me with the stunt driving, but don't try to slap like 3-4 different fines on
Yeah.
me, you know? And then
That's a
even
crazy
this
thing.
had to go to court, man. Like this
Yeah,
this is like a
that's
whole
rough.
yo, this was expensive. This
Yeah.
was a whole
It was
process.
expensive, eh?
Oh,
This
anything
is-
that
yeah.
much to you?
Lost my car for a
How
week.
much did it cost you, this whole ordeal?
Maybe like four grand
4,000.
plus.
4K. You got
Big
caught in
flex.
4K, had to drop 4K.
Yeah, because
That's crazy.
My car was impounded for a week, and I had to
That's
pay
rough.
$1,000 to get it back.
Had
And
had to sell his
and
bike.
then I had to, I got stopped like a good hour and a half from work.
Yeah.
Man still made it to work on time.
That's cap. That's cap.
How? You didn't have your car. They didn't take your car from you on the spot?
No, so they did. But the tow truck driver was nice. And
Yeah.
He dropped me off at the Tim Hortons. And from there, I had to look up like some cab place to flag down, and I paid like a couple $100 or 100 something to
drive to work.
To drive to work.
You were throwing bands in this time, eh?
Bro, I was supervisor there, man. I had
you
to.
had to-
I
you had
had
to
to. I
be
had
on
to.
time.
I was opening
You had
up.
the keys probably, right?
I had the keys. I was opening up the
That's
pool.
stressful.
Right.
So I had to, make sure I got there. So I was kind of like stressed out, not even so much for myself,
Yeah.
but for the work. Also, I left my family at the cottage. I was heading back there afterwards, and
Yeah.
I drove my family. So
Yeah.
now we're down a car.
Oh shit.
Damn, yeah.
So now we're down a car. Like, how are we gonna get my family back home?
Yep.
So this is a whole nother stuff like that.
Do you
But,
guys think?
Domino effect.
Yeah.
Oh, big time.
Do you guys think it's only a matter of time before like you have a passenger, like obviously in the commuter lanes, HOV lanes, you have. I remember the story of a dude who had the fake
Like mannequin, yeah.
So he could drive in the HOV lane.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he got pulled over, and obviously the cop realized it was a mannequin with a wig on, and he got ticketed. I think the whole thing is absolutely ingenious. I think the guy's hilarious.
Yeah.
First of all,
Oh,
But
100%.
do you think we're going to be in a future in the next couple of years where like that mannequin, at a certain point in time, is recognized as a human?
What but if I'm legally
you guys
married
are-
to this mannequin?
That's what I'm saying.
Suppose they
who are you?
as a mannequin.
Who are you? Who are you to tell me I can't marry this mannequin?
Yeah.
bro?
Yeah,
That's what
right.
I'm saying.
This
That's
is a real
crazy.
person. They just identify as a mannequin.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy. Well, bring him to court then.
I feel like as long
real
as Trudeau's still president, that might be the future.
Oh.
Hey, what are you trying to say?
Wait, did you say president?
Prime Minister, you know what I mean, bro.
President of the Sissy Boys.
Wow, you guys going in on today.
Oh, so we can say things about Dougie, but we can't say things about
our followers like this.
our followers. Like
Toxic
the
masculinity.
toxic
Wow.
masculinity, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm not a fan of any of our leaders right now, bro. Trudeau, Ford.
It's-
That's not a secret.
I
I'm
don't
not
know.
trying to
I think
hide
we're
that.
not fans of the decisions.
Yeah.
That's true.
That's what we're not fans of.
That's
Decision making.
The decision is the person,
That's a
bro.
very political
Yeah.
way to put it.
What is this, bro?
We're done. We're done.
I don't listen. I like Trudeau. He just I didn't like the black face, but I like Trudeau, just not the black face.
What about the brown face?
Oh, is Aladdin? I think the Aladdin was
Yeah.
pretty funny.
that was a good costume, man. I'm not gonna lie. Like,
it was pretty sick back in the day.
Yeah, like if that came out when it came out at the time, I think it might have been a little bit.
Well, people didn't care then. People wouldn't have cared then.
Like,
People care now,
yeah,
right?
but now, like,
Yeah, it's not a good.
Well,
look
the
now.
man's been dressed up as every character.
Yeah,
Like,
we went through that. Our first
busy, man.
podcast. That's not we went through
Mike
that.
even sent us a video of him boxing, right?
Yeah.
He used to box. He has
That's Endgame Avengers.
He's lived a hell of a life, man.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie. Doing his thing.
Yeah, he's been around. He's been around for
You guys-
sure.
To him.
You guys see the Doug Ford? He only completed like 2 months at Humber College or something.
What? He has no education.
Does he even have a high school
Does he
diploma?
have, I
I
think
didn't-
Oh, he has high school.
He has high
I don't
school?
think
Okay.
For
For sure.
Somebody on his Wikipedia, I don't know if it's edited or not, but they're saying he only has like 2 months of. He pursued education at 2 months at Humber before dropping out and continuing something else.
Something else like what?
I don't know.
Straight
whatever
into politics?
it shows.
Yeah.
Wow.
Wow.
Sheesh.
Shots fired.
Sheesh.
Shots fired.
Yeah, and not even distracting Humber or the college, just him for dropping out. Like, it shows, right? This man is not educated.
So-
he doesn't listen to people. Like,
Well,
I
yeah.
don't know, this man's
Well,
cheesy.
he says he listens
Like,
to people. I know your cheese. Do we have that Kamar transforming photo we can post up anywhere, bro? I think we do.
Kamar Sky.
Kamar Sky.
Yo. Okay, so stay-at-home order. Like, there's already enough that's been said about this.
Right.
But I want to ask you guys, because this is just off the cuff here. We're going to pull it on the screen share. Breaking news. Yo, cops that ride horses.
Canada.
Do you think we should still be paying for horses on the police force?
do they cost more than the car?
Horses are expensive. Cleaning up
Maintenance,
horse
man.
poop is expensive. Training people to ride horses is expensive.
But I don't really see them that often unless you're like in downtown Toronto.
that's
No,
I'm
the
saying.
Mountie.
Bro, you
Oh,
don't even
I
see. You literally don't see, bro.
Yeah.
I only see it in
I only
photos,
saw
and
them,
then it's like, wait,
yeah.
those things exist.
Actually, I only saw them when we were at the
Exhibition.
Raptors championship.
The
parade.
championship parade.
Yeah.
Why do they have horses, dude?
I mean, just to like, you
Flex?
know.
It's a flex.
That's
It's a flex. That's a massive flex, bro.
Yeah, I mean.
Come
why
on.
Are you allowed a gun if you're on a horse?
not? Why not?
Oh, if you pop off the horse, the horse
Yeah,
might
that's
go
what I'm saying.
But it's the same thing as like
it just
if
only
a
you-
little wild. Might go a little wild.
Horses, it's like wartime, right?
No. If I'm elected,
Red Dead Redemption. Dude. Calm down.
if I'm elected,
Stop resisting.
if I'm elected next premier of Ontario
Yeah.
in
When?
my running,
When?
2022.
I love it. Okay.
If I'm elected next premier,
Our TikTok followers will be of age by then.
no, exactly,
Let's stop.
no guns on horses, only spears and swords
Dude.
for the culture.
Can you?
Yo, that's bad respect. I would vote for that. You know?
Exactly, and I think a lot of our TikTokers would too.
Do you think? Yo, so
And a buck of beer.
fuck of you.
That'll sure get me
Do you,
elected.
do you think if you saw somebody riding a horse downtown Toronto, so first of all, if the cop can do it, anybody can do it. Is that fair to say? Is it legal for me if I own a horse?
Yeah, what would happen if you just decided to ride your horse downtown? Like, what
Big flex, first of all.
Forget
Second thing,
Tesla. Horses are the future, bro. It's so natural.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
saying.
It's so
Talking
natural.
about green.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going real green here.
So imagine, first of all, you bring a horse downtown, it shits in the bike lane. Are you getting a ticket, number one? Number two, you're tweeting on your horse. Distracted driving?
distracted
This-
riding?
Distracted riding.
Distracted riding.
Distracted riding.
Jeez.
Yeah.
But imagine if you had those
But it's
sunglasses, New Balances, and you're on a horse downtown, and you're just absolutely dripping. The horse has like diamond. The horse is like a chain and shit. Like you imagine how crazy.
Well,
why don't more people? flex the horse, dude?
Women are no longer going to be mad. They're going to be madder. Mothers against drunk riding.
But who's actually? But the horse is not intoxicated.
It's true.
Yeah, but you're the drunk rider.
But the horse.
But the horse will evade. It's like a self.
Well, the horse is
car.
listening
Yeah.
to you. It depends on what you're doing.
Yeah,
with.
yeah, but then the horse is still gonna evade.
horse will
stuff,
bring you
right?
back.
The horse will
True.
The horse isn't gonna run into a car,
you ever
No.
see the?
But there
movies
won't be cars
where like somebody's riding
Only
a
horse.
or
horse.
the horse will run into someone, right?
and chariots.
or yeah.
Dude, if you brought a chariot downtown,
Oh
and a
my
PA
God.
system on it,
Oh my god!
Speakers.
speakers.
Speaker.
Can you imagine riding around with a horse?
Holy!
Yo,
All
dude,
right,
bro.
so honestly, I think once we get enough followers and you guys are up to this, like we might have to do this, you know?
Imagine we did a podcast live from a horse and carriage
Wow.
downtown the streets of Toronto with PA speakers.
Wow. live report. That'd be crazy.
That would
crazy.
be-
Yeah. That'd be crazy.
This is bringing Hot Boy.
That would 100%.
The
Go
Chariot channel.
viral.
The Chariot channel.
Yeah. Wow. But I swear in old Montreal you can like pay for a horse ride.
Yes.
No, you can do that.
You
too.
can do that here. You can do it here. You pay. I don't know what it is. 15 bucks, 20 bucks. Yeah, you have to have a license. Yeah.
Like how hard is the license to get?
It's probably not
In
that hard.
Toronto, you probably have to go through a lot of loopholes, bro.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Yeah, but I think if somebody was downtown, like if you saw, I know the whole Old Town Road thing happened, with Lil Nas, but I'm astounded that no other rapper was like, well, we won't do the Lambo for this one. We're gonna be on a horse ride.
Seriously,
that
that's
would be
horsepower.
so sick.
To be fair, it's probably hard to get a horse or your crew and a set of horses because every man needs his own horse. You're not gonna see two mans pulling.
But imagine how much of a flex that is if your whole
That's a
crew pulls up
flex.
on horses.
Are you saying whores or horses?
Is this a trick question?
Every man needs his own.
Horse.
Okay.
That would be, but dude, that'd be
That'd be actually pretty lit, man.
dude. If your whole crew pulls up, like,
It would be, bro. Come on. Every guy's dreamed of some Lord of the Rings ass stuff, and we
Yeah.
want to be on horses,
Yo,
bro.
I want to be Legolas out
Oh,
here.
yeah, exactly.
that's crazy, dude. I also too. This summer, like, first of all, if we were able to put the show on a road and just live stream it from like a horse and buggy, I think people would ask some questions, and we would end up on a news article.
Well, we might have to look into what we need for a license for horses.
No, but somebody,
Even if you can rent one for the day.
We could actually just flag down those Chariot guys.
Yeah.
And you think we can do the interviews while we're on the?
Yeah.
For sure,
Okay,
for sure.
then that's
From
what
the
we're
street,
doing.
here's-
Then that's what we're doing.
Dude,
We roll up, tell them to stop. Hold on. We're gonna interview mad shorties.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
Or just people in general.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Sure.
The other thing, just for us too, I think would be a crazy flex. Is just imagine somebody's live streaming like from a boat, like a podcast, just in the harbor of Toronto, just
Like that boat we were on in the summer.
Yeah,
So in the
yeah,
hot boy
that would
summer
be
was going
crazy.
wild.
The
The
vibes
vibes
are
are
good.
serious then.
So
The vibes are good.
what was that beach called?
Toronto
Cherry
Island.
Beach?
Well, no, Cherry.
No, it wasn't Cherry
No.
Beach. What was it?
Wasaga Beach?
No.
No.
Story time. I could not believe. So we took a boat out last summer for Josh, my brother's bachelor party, and you pull out of the harbor, you get past the Toronto Islands, you know, all the
Yeah.
little
The
inputs.
canals or whatever.
Dude, on the other side of those islands, there's this massive beach, and there's boats docked up.
It's like yachts and boats,
Party scene.
parties,
I would have never guessed that.
Instagram girls
Douchebag
on the
central.
boats that just the guy.
It's just sick, dude.
It's-
Really, eh?
For those
It
who
is
don't know,
actually. It's kind of It really
spot.
depends on what kind of person you are, though. But it's only good vibes there. Like
Only good.
boats
Dude,
are
we
pulling
were
up to
vibing hard.
boats are pulling up to other boats, and no one wants beef. Everything
No.
is just you're just having fun,
It's a vibe.
It's a
blasting tunes. Sometimes they'll stop like the one, and then you share the tunes, and then
Yeah.
you're just. It blew my mind because I had no idea. I had no idea about this world. I had no idea that's a thing. It's crazy the things that are
something
going on
understand.
around. Yeah, it's just a.
Might have to relive this summer.
Oh, I would love to.
I would do that
Run it
100
back.
times over.
Run
Run
it
it back.
back.
Run it back.
Yeah.
Run it back one time.
Yeah, we need summer 20. Was it summer 16 again?
Summer
all
16.
over
What's
again.
that?
Summer 16.
Summer 16.
That was like the
The
good
greatest
years.
summer of all time.
No, we got greater summers coming. Let's be honest. This is gonna be a hot boy
Yo,
summer.
Gotta be
It-
we got
optimistic.
like
Gotta be
we have a
optimistic.
couple. Yeah, we got a
If
couple
Doug
summers
can
to
free
make
us
up.
up,
Kamar Sky over here doesn't think Hot Boy Summer's happening anymore, but I'm telling you,
I think it's happening.
Hot Boy Summer's
Yeah, it's gonna
Can't
happen
be
one way or
stopped.
another, man.
well, if
Can't be
everybody gets
stopped.
vaccinated, man, we could probably do it.
Yep.
This is true.
Not if Doug's having his way, man. Dougie Bordeaux doesn't want that shit.
Okay, enough of Dougie Boy. We got the news. We got the news reporting in. We got a GIF rolling.
Oh, God.
So we're just gonna talk.
Come on, Ben.
As fast as we can. So we're gonna pull this up on the screen right here.
Pull it up. Breaking news.
Breaking news: Jake Paul has won the fight against Ben. So first of all, I'm gonna pull up a photo. Ben Askren weigh in. I don't
Ben
think-
ass.
I don't think the
He's
guy
horrible.
took it seriously at all.
Bro, come on.
He's flexing the ultimate dad bod.
He came in with a dad bod.
Wow. He didn't even prepare. Like,
He came in with that mill. He walked away with that mill.
Was it
And
a
he
bill?
does
I
not
thought it
care.
was like 500K.
I think after everything, when they got their
Pay-per-view views.
pay-per-views. First of all,
Plus the buyout from.
who
just the buyout
is
from
spending money to watch this? Okay, Who is spending money to watch this? It's the difference between spending your time and spending your money. How many Jake Paul, Vine, Instagram, TikTok fans are there that are paying?
A lot, man.
Yeah, but okay, and how old are they? You saw the pre-fight stuff. You saw that. You think so?
Yeah, young 20s.
Bro,
Oh,
the
guys.
most exciting fight
Come on,
was that
man.
slap fight. Not even gonna cap. The most exciting event that night was the slap fight.
What was the
And
slap fight? I didn't even watch
didn't
much of
watch
this stuff,
that.
bro.
Yeah.
I didn't even watch the fight. I saw the highlights.
I was
this
trying
morning,
to. Yeah, it was so long too, man. Like I know boxing fights go longer.
This
but they
isn't
started
boxing,
it-
bro.
they-
This is a joke.
Yeah,
It's not. It's a
They
joke.
weren't even fighting full on rounds.
It's a joke.
They started an hour before the UFC event last night, and it finished after it, or it finished.
That's
It
too
started.
long.
The main event started at the same time. UFC started a good hour later, and they had the main event starting at the same time.
Yeah.
And I'm sorry, I'm gonna watch Whitaker over this. You know.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Whitaker Gastelum was an amazing fight. It was
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah.
That was awesome. I mean, 50-45, but
Yeah.
but it was good. It was a good fight. I like Gastelum.
I think Ben did the smart move here. He didn't give a shit, probably barely trained, knew who was getting money, knew who's getting paid. It's so funny. I saw conspiracy videos all over TikTok of he was rigged. It's like the moment the man knew that he was getting paid to win this or lose this fight either way, I think he just didn't care.
Well,
It's a win.
Yeah.
Like,
It's a win.
extra
You won.
money.
You won.
Extra money.
Yeah.
Bro, the man said after the
don't care about
fight,
my
right? I
reputation.
watched the clip right on Twitter or whatever it was.
yeah.
And the man says, embarrassing.
Yeah.
The ref did his job, whatever. If he feels it should have been stopped, should have been stopped. He didn't
Yeah.
agree with it. What are you going to do now? They basically asked him. He said, well, I'm going to take my $1 million,
Yeah.
put it into my like wrestling school,
Yeah.
what he enjoys doing. And I have pizza back in my room. I can't wait to eat pizza.
What a normal dude, eh?
Bro, he doesn't care. When this fight was announced, whenever it was announced, I can't even remember. What was all of our thoughts?
He's gonna
When it was
whoop-
announced,
he's gonna
Jake
whoop Jake's-
Jake Paul's gonna. This guy doesn't throw hands.
No,
Yeah, he's a UFC fighter, but he's a wrestler.
you're a
He's literally a
fighter, bro.
wrestler.
It
He
doesn't
doesn't.
matter.
Yeah, but he literally doesn't throw hands.
Yeah.
He literally he
grapples.
doesn't have. Yeah, he made his career because he's an all-world wrestler.
Yeah.
This isn't wrestling.
Yeah.
So
Totally.
Jake Paul and his fans are looking at this like, oh, it's a UFC fighter. Anyone with a brain when this fight was announced
Yeah.
knew Jake Paul was going to kick his ass.
Yeah.
This guy's been training for
you
3-4
bet on it?
years. No, I didn't bet on this, bro. No. I bet on a lot, okay? I'm a Deegan. This I did not bet on. I didn't even watch the thing. If I bet on something, I'm going to watch it.
Yeah.
Um,
$1 million in the States goes way farther than $1 million.
Oh
in
yeah.
Canada.
$1 million in Canada gets you a
million?
down payment.
So first of all, $1 million in the States, you can buy a nice wherever you want to live. You can get a
Land.
nice house for $400,000.
Or you can buy 2 nice
Public
houses in
taxes,
Florida.
Some acres.
For $400,000, you could,
Acres.
and literally you could take the money and be okay for the
the
rest of
mansion.
your life.
Mm-hmm.
First of all, in Canada, guess what happens? You want $1 million, I think you will half.
Yeah,
of
I
that
think
to the
you only
government.
probably take like 600 home.
Yeah.
I think.
So first of all, half. Second of all, okay, you have 600 grand. You can't even buy anything with that, dude.
No, you can't.
Like-
What are you gonna buy? Like
It's such a
condo?
joke.
Actually, where did this fight happen?
Atlanta.
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 Okay, so they're going by Georgia tax.
Which
there
And then
probably
federal
isn't very
tax.
much. Probably
The
isn't.
federal tax in the U.S. is actually quite a bit. It all depends on what your state by state is.
Yeah. But
Like,
dude,
if you're in New York or Cali, you're like Canada, basically. You're screwed.
So, dude, from the Cadillac walk-around contest that I won second place, I got some money. Half of it gone. The government. I was joking
That's
with you
crazy.
guys,
That's
but, like,
prize. That's winnings.
That's
Yeah.
winnings.
That's winnings. That's not income. Canada's not supposed to be. How did they do that?
They
That's your
do
income.
T4 statement. It's
That's your
taxable
income.
yeah.
It's like a bonus, Christmas bonus.
It's
That
like
stuff pisses me off, man. They should not be able to tax your Christmas
It's
bonus. That's a
stupid.
gift.
So imagine, but here's my train of thought. I'm out there. I'm shooting this video on this car. I don't remember the government holding the camera for me.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, there I am editing the footage. I don't remember the government helping me render this video. I don't remember them paying for the computer or the camera or any of this stuff. And they didn't even know this was going on. And now they want half of it. Tell me that's not some bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
And then they take all this money and they still can't even get the vaccine rollout correct.
Yeah, I know.
And they charge us HST. And guess what? You know what? I'm going to take the money. I bought all this podcast stuff. I was charged 13% HST. Dude,
Bro,
over and over
Bro,
and over
it's
again.
just
Double taxation.
constantly
It's
going.
crazy.
Oh, there's tax
The
on
real income-
everything.
The real income on 10 grand, first of all, you're taking home 5.5, 6, and then you're taxed another 10% on that, right? Which is another basically $800. So basically, your take home is less than half. That's
Right, man.
crazy.
That's so whack.
And guess what? Like I get right now during the lockdown, the doctor's appointments, the testing is pretty tight. But any other time, dude, Kumar, how long did it take you to get your doctor's appointment?
For which one?
Your eyes. Dude,
For
a week?
eyes?
2 weeks?
No, actually, it wasn't that bad. I got it in the same day.
Yo, you're not fitting my narrative.
Yeah, bro, you're killing the vibe.
But anything else, definitely you're gonna be waiting.
It can be a
Dude,
massive wait.
my
bro.
doctor, it's like a week, first of all, to get checked online. But like all the services we have in Canada, I think there's a lot of money we have as a country. I don't know how, like for income tax, I wonder if you were to cut a lot of that, or at least, I'm not saying necessarily tax the rich more. I would love to know if, when I submit my taxes, where a breakdown of everything's going.
I think that's what a lot of people want. They want the exact breakdown of where all this is going. And
Yeah.
Bro, you look at your paychecks.
they're never going to do that. They're never going to do that because then they're screwed. The moment they show you where
Was it
exactly
transparency?
the
You're
transparency, there's no
Yeah.
transparency from any government.
Yeah.
Liberal, conservative, they ain't showing you.
Yo, so flipping topics.
Bro, speaking of Osmows Lazeez, the last time I went, I got a large, right? A large on the on the sticks. And it was like, it shows you on the machine. It's like whatever it is now. They say like 1050 or something, right?
Yeah.
But then you go to think, but then you go to like, oh, it's 1050. Okay, now it's time for tax. It's 1350.
Dude, it's a lot of money,
Bro,
man.
30%. Like you're paying. That's just for a fast food meal.
That's crazy.
$3 extra, bro. Imagine. Remember how long ago was it when we were going to Osmows in Streetsville?
It was like $8, yeah.
It was like $8
Yeah.
after tax, like
Good. Life was
$8.50.
good,
Bro, it's
man.
$5 more, and
Yeah.
like it's almost doubled the
goes
price.
A huge way for people.
I
that
know.
use it,
I
That's what
know.
I'm saying, man. When I was buying these microphones, I was looking at
Groceries.
Yeah.
Bro, groceries are nuts right now.
Chelsea and I, we went to No Frills a couple days ago. We walked out. We spent $139. We didn't get chips. We didn't get any junk food. And we got one thing of ground beef. And you know when you go for a grocery run and you come out, you're like, wait, I didn't get anything for a meal.
Yeah, I
You
know.
it's like,
I know. You
What
did.
did I get?
Now, what did
I
you get?
restocked
And how the
everything.
hell did this
You know?
cost so much?
$139 for 2 people? And it's not like we're at No Frills here. We're not buying like crazy stuff.
It's not like you're at Whole Foods or something.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Or
crazy.
Lonzo.
$139 and we're gonna go through it for 2 people in the week. And like we're not excessively spending. We're not buying like brand. Dude, we'll buy like the no name stuff. This is what I'm saying. Like $140. Like what?
It's ridiculous. Man.
And I remember, like, don't get me wrong, $20. If I gave you $20 right now, it's kind of a big deal. I'm not just gonna give away $20, right? So
Yeah.
it's $20 is still.
It's a lot of money, man.
It's a lot of money for a lot
That's
of people.
gas right there.
That's what I'm saying. But $20 back in the day too, it's kind of like here, $20. I remember guys at my work, they were saying like even 10, 15 years ago, you'd be able to go to the grocery store and you'd be able to give for $20 all the groceries you could carry. Like just imagine that. All the groceries you can carry for $20.
Yeah.
It just blows my mind.
Now it's like you want some apples, you want some grapes, some fruits.
Inflation is bad, man.
$5 for like a small pack, and it's like what?
I know.
And you want to eat healthy? Oh, let's jack up the price for healthy food.
That's the thing, man.
We want to eat.
Like we're trying to get our hot boy summer's body. Like,
That's what I'm
summer body,
saying,
like,
dude.
summer. Like we need to get our summer bodies, and we can't be eating wrong. You know, like man's are trying to eat right up here.
So guys, I'm gonna pull up this article, and I had to stop it because
Now we're
it
going
was getting
international.
too noisy. We're going international. So
Now
check
we're going
this out.
international.
Okay.
So we're talking about the government. We're talking about restrictions here. So you guys saw this article, right? Texas gun laws. So what you need to know is they're going to carry a bill, so you can or try and pass a bill. You can carry a handgun in Texas without having any kind of permit or license.
What?
So hold on a sec. So basically, what the permit allows for now, when you get your permit and you apply for it,
Right.
makes sense. You have to obtain a license. You have to have a training class, a written exam, and a shooting test, and submit fingerprints. So it's like, hey, you want to have this thing that could potentially kill somebody? You should be educated on it. I look at it as so much less of a way to be like, hey, this is a money grab. It's like, hey, make sure you're properly trained and you know. So basically,
At least how to use it.
that's what I'm saying. And even like the storage of a gun, like
Yeah,
you're
that's
very
huge.
strict. That's one of the classes. Where do you store it? If you're in a family, a lockbox, all this stuff. So now you can go in anywhere. And listen, we're Canadians. I get it. It's a totally different culture. I'm not saying guns are bad. It's not what I'm trying to get at here. But like, imagine taking away the restrictions that anybody can walk into the store and buy this gun like it's a microphone or it's like a cup of coffee. And then here's the thing. This is what was blowing my mind. It's not going to show up. It's going to be too small for TikTok. You're allowed to in the state of Texas. Handguns are allowed inside of a bar, so anywhere with alcohol, completely legal. Professional sporting event, unless there's certain restrictions, but you're allowed to take it to a baseball game, basketball game. You're allowed it on the premises of a correctional facility, so a jail. You're allowed it in a hospital, mental hospital, nursing home, whatever. And you're allowed it in an amusement park. So you imagine somebody, like, imagine knowing us, okay, and I'm not saying, let's just flash back, we're all 18. Imagine we're like, you know what, let's all go get guns today. It's kind of something a group of guys would do.
We did that with BB guns.
We did that with BB guns. We went to Walmart. We're like, we want to shoot each other in the woods, and we did that. But imagine it's like, hey, you know what? Some dude's like, how easy would it be for our group of friends for somebody to be like, yo, you guys buy your BB guns. I'm going to spend the same amount of money buy a real handgun.
Yeah.
Kamar's buying a handgun. I'm buying a handgun. Now we all have handguns. Now you don't need a permit for it. We shot each other like with BB guns in the woods. It's just something guys do. You're going to try and shoot a tree. You're going to try and do dumb stuff with it.
Right.
But imagine being able, like a bunch of smart-ass young dudes, now we're walking somewhere and we're walking around all hanging out together with guns. We have no need for them. Right? I feel like the reason for the testing is just to like stop you in the first place. Is like, hey, if you're serious about it, there's a lot of work. Okay, it's not funny anymore. It's funny if you could just like,
and you can't do it.
You know
on
what I'm
a whim.
saying?
You got to plan that.
That's what I'm saying. A group of guys is kind of funny. You go to Walmart, you all come out work getting matching outfits. It's just kind of some shit that guys do. You know what I mean? Now you're gonna go in, you're all gonna get a gun, and you could bring it wherever. Imagine going to Canada's Wonderland. We're all strapped up at 18.
Yeah.
What's the reason? You know, young guys will do that because it's just like. It's just something that a guy would do.
It's just opening the doors for a lot.
And then if people are drunk or people like start rubbing you the wrong way,
imagine
now everyone's strapped?
Yeah, you go to
pull up. Like, what are you gonna do? You know?
It's just like with no regulation, with no permit on it. It's just like it's questionable, man.
Yeah, man. You go to
they're already having so many
drinking. You go to a game and everybody's drinking.
Yeah.
You have a couple drinks and little do you know the guy beside you has a gun on him.
Exactly. Yo, you can't get a better mix than alcohol and guns, baby.
Guns, right?
Yeah. But imagine, you know, the fights. It's like you got a fan who's like, "Oh, your team sucks."
Oh man, yeah.
Football?
Do they?
Yeah.
Football?
Do they?
Tailgate parties?
Or like
that's what I'm saying.
Like playoff games when it gets really heated.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying.
Bro,
Imagine, I saw a video the other day, and it's I gotta try and I don't know if I'm gonna pull it up. It's on Reddit. And this is Saudi guy who's shooting an AK. Dude, he's shooting an AK
and shoots his friend.
And
because he's doing it with one hand,
and it goes between two guys. The space is like this between two guys.
The margin of error was so small. Like
the fact that
bro, nobody got hit.
Bro, people are stupid, man.
That's crazy.
No, but like if you see the video, like it's actually nuts.
I had to rewatch that a couple times.
Like, what are the chances it fell like right in between that?
Bro, you
like,
saw the residue or the shrapnel or whatever. Like after it hit the wall, the concrete
wall,
you saw it blowing off on the guy.
That would have ripped through somebody, man. Bro. That's crazy.
And then he just continues shooting like nothing happened.
I know, what an idiot, dude. Big flexer.
Just go on with my day.
I know. So I don't know, man. I think this gun control thing. I think the same thing is happening in Tennessee. They're trying to basically just remove the need for it. I think there's certain. Obviously, I think we can all agree there's certain money grabs and there's certain things that you don't probably need a license for.
Right.
But one of these things I think specifically is like, it's not a bad idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I see what you're saying.
I can't imagine anybody saying this is a good idea to remove all the requirements for the safety in the trade.
And it wasn't even that hard in the States. In Canada, it's even harder, right?
Yeah.
You got to go through like weekend courses. There's a whole lot of registration.
There's a lot you got to do. Yeah.
In the States, it's not that hard.
Yeah.
And you can go to Walmart and just pick up a gun.
It's
right?
crazy.
Like you can't do that here.
It's so accessible.
Like, imagine we're in the box right now. Okay, look at the screen. We're in Scotiabank Arena.
Sheesh.
The boys got a box. You don't think the boys in the box are gonna be feeling themselves?
Bro, game six of the Eastern Conference Finals, bro. I would have been popping on.
That's what I'm saying. You imagine how good we'd be feeling in the box right now. Right?
The Raptors parade already had one shooting. Can you imagine how many shootings that would have had?
Yeah.
That's bad, dude.
That's messed up.
Okay, so I don't know, man. That's like Canadian. There's only so much speculation we can give.
I mean the debate from Canadians and Americans on guns are entirely different. We have two completely different histories and feelings towards this sort of stuff, bro. Americans are different, bro.
Yeah.
Americans are all about self-defense and the right.
Which is fine.
The right.
Is fine.
No. Well, yeah, but the whole thing is, look how many guns are already out there, and in their mind, it's basically like, look how many guns are already out there. We can't go around stripping the guns from the good people. I need to have a gun so I can protect my daughter.
Yeah.
So that when I'm at Canada's Wonderland and a bunch of dudes might pull out a gun, now I have a gun for self-defense. It's like, it's mind-blowing. It's mind-blowing.
I can see that going so wrong.
It's mind-blowing, bro. It's the whole thought process is way different than us, man.
And
way different than the world. I shouldn't even say us. It's the world. It's the world.
And they're not even allowing training. So now you got someone who's untrained.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, completely.
And probably intoxicated out there, going to be defending someone.
Yeah.
And trying to shoot at other people.
I feel like on our road trip, if we wanted to buy a gun, we could have just bought a gun. Yeah. I feel like we could have just bought a gun. Like, depending on who you're dealing with. You could have just gone to 10 stores and one of them you would have been successful. And we could have just bought a handgun,
Yeah.
walked around with it somewhere
I question it because, like, okay, so
in the South.
if you want to get your fishing license in Canada, you have to have a license. You have to pay.
Right. Yeah.
But I understand there's a reason for that because you're paying for your license. You're not educating yourself. But obviously, the money goes to the Fishing and Wildlife Foundation. I'm sure to some degree.
Yeah.
The people who police the conservation of overfishing and all that, the Natural Resources Park. Like, I'm sure the money is used, so that's why I don't mind it.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I think when people, and this is, I would imagine a lot of the Americans looking at this argument, maybe they're pro removing that because they feel the money is not being the wrong. Let's look at it this way. I feel like it could be motivated because the money for that is motivated for people almost creating anti-guns. I'm trying to get to a point here, but you know what I mean? Like the money that goes to the government, it's to probably train people on gun safety and gun awareness and gun crime and all that. If you're a lobbyist and an owner of a gun company, I imagine it's better, first of all, because you're going to have 4 guys like us going and buying guns. There's going to be better sales. And it probably stops a little bit of the propaganda of, hey, guns are very, very dangerous. As much as that's very true, I'm sure it's just not something they appreciate, right? Because when you go and you get your fishing license, basically 99% of it is, hey, don't overfish. Fishing is bad. Fish at certain times. It's like, know what you have to do, right? So basically, I think it was motivated by, obviously, one of these lobbyists that's paying a lot of dough, saying, hey, listen,
NRA.
get rid of this so more people buy guns. So more.
Exactly.
But it's just crazy looking at it. It's like they want people to be less educated. And people don't see that. That's the fact of the matter is you're basically opting out of an education, regardless of if it's gun safety, regardless of what you're learning. It's the fact that you should be educated, and I think that's one of the interesting talking points. Is it's almost like let the people be stupid, let them hurt each other.
Because they look at it as your freedom of choice. They look at your choice to not be educated. It's like just push this whole non-education in America.
Let them think they're taking away a right.
Yeah,
make them stupid.
It's their right to not care to be educated. Let them not be educated and do what they want. It's like that's a problem. Every time your society needs to be educated.
Yeah.
Like you can't.
Every country, it's a problem.
Yeah.
It's like looking at a two-way mirror, and these guys are behind it, and that's the real face behind the mirror.
No.
It's like that's exactly it, Mike. They're like, yeah, let them not be educated.
I know.
We want them to be
as dumb as that.
And then you have these people banging their chest saying, this is a great thing.
Yeah.
But it's just like you guys are just, I don't know, man. Like, we're not trying to get controversial. I just think it's crazy to just, listen, I know who we are, and I don't think we're bad people, but I think if you gave us the opportunity at a young age to buy guns, we would probably do something stupid with it.
Yeah, definitely, man.
At a young age,
And not
yeah.
even by
Guys,
purpose, and just an accident.
I'm not doing that now at 29.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At 18, at 20,
Most reckless thing.
I did some stupid shit, and I did some stupid shit. I'm not gonna say what, because not until we get 7K followers again. Banned at 7K.
To have access to a gun at that age, man, it's a bad idea.
It's a bad idea, bro. So many things can go wrong. We do stupid shit.
Yo, in Canada, we're breaking laws by just saying hello to each other. That's how bad.
Americans are gonna listen to this. We don't want to hear your stupid opinions, bro. Get out of lockdown.
Exactly. Right? That's what I'm saying.
But you guys are locked down.
So, boys, we've covered a wide range of topics. We're on an hour and 33 minutes. Should we just wrap it up? Take a little break.
I think it's a wrap.
And play some games.
We can wrap it up.
Yeah. This has been a pretty good.
Yeah, man.
It's been a lot more serious, but I don't think that's a bad thing.
No, it's very informative.
Yeah, this is a couple of serious topics.
We can.
Take a break
I like that we're a good mix of serious and comedy both.
Yeah.
We do both.
I honestly want to
Perfect
see how the
balance.
city throws it down for Lazeez or Osmows. I want to.
I'd like to think more are gonna say Lazeez these days.
I would like to think that.
You think?
And not even. I think a lot of people are anti both. No, it's still so popular.
No,
it's so popular.
Who's against
Osmows is just the
Who's
brand
against
name.
shawarma?
Osmows is
Osmows is
yeah,
a
exactly.
brand.
People that
Branding
really
Osmows,
love
it's like
people
you
that
know your
really
shawarma.
but
Yeah.
people who really love shawarmas now,
You're not going to Osmows.
they're not going to Osmows or
not good.
Lazeez. No, I'm saying they're not going to Osmows or Lazeez.
Yeah,
Yeah, no, they got their own joints, right? There's a few
Exactly.
joints that are, if you really had both, you would choose that. Just
Yeah.
not a lot of people know about all these things. Lazeez and Osmows are so pumped.
yeah.
They're on every goddamn bus, every
I know.
every Raptor, not every Raptor.
Well, none
Only
now.
only Freddie now.
Yeah.
Maybe Siakam.
It's
Did Siakam
mainstream
do?
now. It's mainstream.
Siakam does.
No, I think it's Norm and
Yeah,
Fred.
Siakam never did Osmows.
No,
Not that I remember.
maybe one commercial, like
he did
early
Osmows.
on. I think
Yeah.
he did one, like one of their initial.
Yeah.
But they're mainstream regardless. That's what it is.
Oh
And
yeah,
the quality's gone down. The lettuce is not as crispy. You can tell everything's just
the
cut
rice.
out.
The
It's
rice
like
is crap
soggy
most of the time at
rolls.
And their
Osmows.
sauce.
The original lentil
The
rice.
sauce
from
doesn't even
Lazeez.
taste the same now, and it's
Yeah.
just packed on at some locations, man. Just gross.
Yeah.
Like you have to scoop out half the sauce because it's like you're gonna throw up
But it's
eating
not
it.
even
Why are
good
you
sauce.
dumping? Like, why are you dumping?
Yeah.
Why are
so
you
much?
You just ruined the whole meal. Like, give me a little more meat and a little less sauce, man.
You know
Like,
what? Make more flavorful meat. Well, that's the one thing I've noticed. Whenever you travel to other countries, they don't pack on. Like I remember the best shawarma I've ever had. I paid like I don't remember. It's like it was in Morocco. It was like some whatever currency they used there. I paid like it worked up to like not even like $1 Canadian.
Yeah.
Off the side, some street vendor.
Yeah. That's probably.
That's where the best
Spice
food
it
is, bro.
up. Yeah.
That's where the best food
I
is.
didn't even know if they put any sauce on it. It
Yeah.
was like their wrap, their
Yeah.
meat, and the meat was seasoned so well. I
Yeah.
ate it and I was like, oh man, like, I'm gonna go buy some more.
That's what I'm saying.
You know, like-
in Canada, they love sauces.
Yeah.
We love sauces in North
Let's
America.
cover up the taste of the food with sauce. Yeah, that's literally it.
Yo, I think we should ban sauces.
Okay, well, relax. Relax.
Yo, Cletus.
Typical white people.
I season my food properly. I'm a good cook, dude.
Yeah,
I like
so
sauce.
that's what
I
you need.
love-
You need the seasoning
I
and just
love it.
like the sauce. Just everything in moderation, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
of
You know,
course.
just
Facts.
don't overdo it, man. I see people coming into like Osmows or like and Lazeez. I'm more of a Lazeez guy.
Yeah.
Let me make that clear.
Yeah.
What spice level? What spice level do you get?
Just,
I like medium.
mild.
Medium.
I get medium. I get
Mild.
medium.
Medium.
Yeah. How come the two white guys are the spicier guys here?
Mild.
I
mild.
said medium, man.
Oh, I thought you said mild. Sorry.
No, I'm not really a spice guy.
Hot is way too much.
No,
but medium's
oh,
nice.
man,
Hot
I
is
see-
just kills you.
Yeah,
it just
I
kills
see some
you.
people getting extra hot.
It's a flat, but
or
it's just like they're not enjoying it.
I watched a
can't
guy.
taste anything. You're
I
not-
watched
no.
a guy.
And
I
you're
watched
sweating.
a guy. I went in. I watched a guy. It might have been an Osmows Lazeez. I can't remember. Right. I was
Yeah.
behind him. Or no, I had already ordered. I was waiting for my thing. He got it on the rocks.
Yeah.
Just red sauce everywhere.
He's watching them pour, right? He got extra hot. He said at the thing, because I was behind him, he says extra hot. So he gets extra hot, right? And so they're putting it on. And he's watching, and he says, no, more. Because she was about to close the lid up and give it to him. He says, no, more. Bro, you couldn't see any white underneath,
No.
right? He says, more, right? And she's like, okay. So she pours a little bit more. He's like, no, keep going. I'll tell you when to stop. He keeps doing it. I'm like, bro, this is actually retarded. Like,
You
How are you
can't
gonna eat
taste
that?
that.
First of all,
That's
you're just gonna be shitting the moment you get home.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, no more. Trust me, I'll tell you when to stop. Right? And it just keeps going, and I was like, this
He
is
has a death
stupid,
wish.
bro.
Is he on IG
This is
Live or
stupid.
something? Was he-
Yeah. No, it was actually
But
messed up.
so like I have a couple. I have was one friend who's Nigerian, and he gets extra hot because like they eat spicy food there.
Really
So there's
spicy.
some of it's like a cultural thing.
Yeah.
Too,
But like, at a
to a
certain point,
certain
you
level,
stop
man.
tasting the chicken.
You're not tasting anymore.
Yeah.
You're just getting.
You're not
hot
tasting
sauce.
anything. The hot sauce overpowers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Overpowers. I'm not even tasting anything. You might as well have just go
And it's
drink.
not even super flavorful. Hot
It's
sauce.
not. It's not.
I want
It's
to
just-
try. I want to try and end this, but like, I have to know what's like spicy food. What's the best food to eat spicy?
I think Mexican food.
Ooh.
Or
Yeah,
food or Indian food. I like Indian.
Indian food spicy.
Haka?
Haka spice.
Haka is really good. Man.
So that's it. The
Haka
podcast
Yeah.
is over.
I agree. I agree.
yeah,
I agree. That was easy.
Yeah, done.
Shout out my Indian mans.
shout out my Chinese man.
Shout out to all of them,
Yeah,
Yo,
mixed
cool.
breeds.
Hit us, Khalid. Hit us with the outro, bro.
guys. Man, it's been a pleasure.
Yeah.
Been a blast.
Another episode. We're concluding here.
Yeah.
We're getting a hang of things, man. We're not interrupting each other as much.
Yeah.
A little bit more serious but productive.
Yeah.
You
Good
know?
talking points.
Good talking.
I think it's because
points,
Sean's not here.
man.
Sean goes in the mic. No, man's was crazy. Like Sean, you only live in Brampton half the time. Stop.
Sean is just a human ad lib.
Yeah.
But guys, it's been a pleasure. We're signing off here
Yep.
again. HuddleTalk TV. Thanks for tuning in.
Absolutely.
We out.
Bless up.
Later, boys.
Thank you for joining.